Beaver basketball. Tonight's game is brought to you by
Scott City Ace Hardware, Norder Supply, Great Western Tire, Scott Community Foundation, Scott Recreation Commission, Giftologist, Platinum H Insurance, Scott City Eye Center, Next Tech Wireless, Lot Motors, United Wireless, Lewis Automotive Group, Precision Ag and Seed, A-Plus Aviation, Perfect Auto Detailing, Miller Veterinary Clinic, State Farm Agent Michael Trout, Fro Heating and Cooling, Plain Jan's, Farm Bureau Financial Services, Hugh and Berta Benz, American Implement, Burtis Motors, Fairleigh Feed Yard, Pro Adjuster, First National Bank, Scott Co-op, Scott County Hospital, Scott Pro, Security State Bank, Western Kansas Insurance, Cleveland Electric, Scott City Booster Club, Security State Bank, Land to Legacy Real Estate, Park Lane Nursing Home, and Farm Bureau Agent Neil Baker.
Welcome to the Scott Co-op Pregame Show. When it comes to success, it's all about teamwork. Whether it's the Scott City Beavers or your farming operation, it's teamwork that counts. You can count on the entire Scott Co-op team to make your operation successful. Here's Adam Kadavy.
Happy New Year and welcome here to Hugoton High School. Tonight it is the resumption of high school basketball tonight as the Scott City Beavers trek southwesterly to take on the Hugoton Eagles and a pair of GWAC teams. It's a non-league doubleheader here tonight. Coming into tonight's ball games, we should have a couple of pretty good ball games here. Hugoton Lady Eagles, they come in ranked number 10 in Class 4A. Of course, they bumped up from 4A to 4A from 3A last year, and they come in with a record of 3-3 on the year, and they have lost two in a row, but two of their losses in a row have been to some pretty good teams. Cimarron 58-43, and then lost to Liberal here on this court, who's now number 5 in 6A. They lost to them 53-44 right before the Christmas break. There, the loss was to Fort Smith Northside. They had wins over Manhattan, Newton, and Southwestern Heights. The Lady Beavers looking to snap a 3-game skid tonight. They'll be a little short-handed here tonight without two of their starters. We'll get to that a little bit in the pregame, but Lady Beavers come in 3-4 on the year, looking to snap a 3-game losing streak after they lost to a very good Goodland Cowgirl team that's ranked number 1 in 3A 62-38 17 days ago. The boys side of things, Scott City, they are at 4-3 on the year, their best record in December since 2016-17 season, but they're looking to snap a 2-game losing streak. They lost at home to Goodland right before the Christmas break, 41-33. And for the Hugoton Eagles, they have won 3 in a row after starting off 1-2 with losses to Olathe West and Hayes and a win over Live Prep. They destroyed the Liberal Redskins right before the Christmas break, 75-38. As Hugoton, they may not be ranked right now, but I think this is a little bit of a sleeper to get into the top half of Class 4A and into the state tournament. We'll step aside, and when we come back in 3 minutes, we'll have the comments with head coach Amy Felker as Scott City gets set to battle the Hugoton Eagles. We'll have that girls pregame coming up once again in 3 minutes. This is Scott City Beaver basketball.
With over 10 years of experience, Jamie at JW Enterprise can repair your windshield quickly and conveniently. Even if you don't have time to make it to the shop, Jamie can fix your windshield from your home, or he can come get your vehicle for you. JW Enterprise is insured and Safe Flight certified. He might be operating under a different name, but Jamie still provides the same quality of service. Let Jamie at JW Enterprise fix that chip in your windshield now. Find JW Enterprise on Facebook or give him a call at 785-260-7773.
Adding value to our community has been our priority since day one. That's why the Scott Co-op is here with 8 elevator locations, 2 service stations, 5 car trolls, bulk fuel and oil delivery, as well as a full-service agronomy department, including agronomy services, seed, chemical, fertilizer, and custom application. Visit us online at scottcoop.com or download our app for more information. Scott Co-op is a proud supporter of our local communities.
As your local community foundation, we are dedicated to preserving local wealth so the communities in and around Scott County will forever remain an attractive place to live, work, and raise a family. We respond to the needs of our community through grant making, scholarships, and other special projects. To learn more, visit us online at scottcf.org.
For exceptional service in real estate, put Stephanie Shapland at Shapland Real Estate to work for you. Property homework is what we do best at Shapland Real Estate. We put forth every effort to get results that move you. Our expertise in buying and selling residential, commercial, and agricultural property is built on the tradition of trust and thoroughness that you deserve. Shapland Real Estate takes pride in our community and in cheering on our students in all that they do. Give Shapland Real Estate a call or visit our website today.
Feed Yard is dedicated to investing in our facilities and staff to provide the best experience possible for the cattle feeder and, in the end, the consumers of our product. We are always in the market to purchase corn and other commodities from local producers. Call our office at 620-872-2111 for current pricing. Our dedicated employees and their families are very important to us, and we are proud of their children that are current Beavers and individuals that will grow into those roles in the future. Fairleigh Feed Yard is privileged to support Scott City youth and are honored to cheer on the Beavers.
If you are in the market for a new or used vehicle, check out J&R Car and Truck Center of Scott City. J&R Car and Truck has a fully trained service and parts staff for repairs on most makes and models of vehicles. Locally owned and operated, J&R Car and Truck Center provides over 250 new and used vehicles in stock and ready to be delivered. Stop on in and check out jrcarandtruck.com for your next vehicle. J&R Car and Truck Center, your Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC dealership in Scott City.
Hiatus, I guess you could say, for you guys.
You know, it's a long time. You know, we try to get as much stuff as we can in, but, you know, it gets tiring of playing yourself. You know, we got alumni to come in and scrimmage just one day. So they're just ready to get back on the court and show people what we've got.
It's been a gauntlet of a slate here, 3 and 4, but you guys have been a part of really all but maybe 1 or 2 of those games here. What are some things that you have worked on to get set up for this little mini run here before Sterling?
You know, we're really concentrating on rebounding, putting pressure on people, just trying to get in a rhythm and get going and get the confidence going again.
You know, last outing against Goodland, just a tough night there. Had a hard time handling their pressure early. You guys had some good moments in that second quarter and even a little bit in the third quarter, but what do you, looking back, what do you take away from playing one of the best teams there in the state?
You know, you just got to really try to take the positives against that kind of good team. You know, we started to really understand the game and figured out some little things and how to make the good passes, but we just got to do that for 32 minutes and complete a game.
Once again, Coach Jamie Felker here joining me tonight. Scott City takes on Hugoton, and coming in here, they're a 3-3 team. They've lost 2 in a row to Cimarron and also to Liberal here before the Christmas break there. And but you take a look at what you have matching up against Hugoton. I know they don't have their full arsenal yet, but you're going to be down a couple players here tonight. So what I know you guys have been able to kind of prepare for that. What are some changes that you'll have to make as you get ready for Hugoton?
You know, we're going to put a lot of the sophomores on the court for a long time. They're ready to go. They're going to work hard. You know, we want to really attack the inside of the offense and see what we can get there. And we just got to have the confidence to attack all the way around and really take care of the ball. They're going to put some pressure and some traps on us, so we got to really ball fake and make the good, easy pass.
Well, no doubt who their top 2 players are. You have John DeVos there and Smai Adigan. They're without Mike in here for a while. They may get her back later on this month here, but you take a look at that team. I mean, they have those 2, but they have some others that have stepped up here lately.
You know, they're the other 3 that are on the starting lineup. They've really stepped up this year. They've really started shooting the ball a lot better. Their defense is hard-nosed. we're going to have to play a good game, but we can do our best job we can.
All right, well, back at it here. Should be a fun one here to start the January portion of your slate here in Hugoton. Coach Amy Felker joining me pregame. Thanks, Coach, for the time here, and good luck to you guys.
Thanks, Adam.
That was Scott City Lady Beaver coach Amy Felker. Your pregame interview brought to you by Farm Bureau Financial Services with Hugon Berta-Benz and Scott City and Leota. More to come in your pregame show. We'll have a breakdown of the matchup, also bringing starters, keys of the game, and the tip-off. After this timeout, this is Scott City Beaver basketball.
If you are in the market for a new or used vehicle, check out J&R Car and Truck Center of Scott City. J&R Car and Truck has a fully trained service and part staff for repairs on most makes and models of vehicles. Locally owned and operated, J&R Car and Truck Center provides over 250 new and used vehicles in stock and ready to be delivered. Stop on in and check out jrcarandtruck.com for your next vehicle. J&R Car and Truck Center, your Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC dealership in Scott City.
There's nothing more spacious than Western Kansas, and nobody closer than our communities. We are determined to keep our communities connected to schools, kids to teachers and parents. We believe a connected world is a better place. We're more than what we do for our hometowns. It's what we do with our hometowns. S&T is proud to be your family, your friends, your neighbor.
Scott City Eye Center has been a leading provider of optometry services and vision care products in the Scott City community since 1999. Our experienced eye doctors offer comprehensive vision examinations that our Scott City Optometry Office specializes in the diagnosis and treatment of a wide array of eye diseases, conditions, and problems. We use advanced diagnostic technology, and we are committed to improving the quality of life. Give yourself the gift of clear vision by scheduling an appointment with Dr. Joshua Gooden, OD, today.
Women at every stage of life want a healthcare experience uniquely theirs, where excellence meets elegance and healthcare is personalized just for you. Scott County Hospital and Scott City Clinic's skilled physicians and nurses will help your family prepare for the birth of your baby. The private, comfortable, secure rooms for labor, delivery, and postpartum care include jacuzzi tubs for pain management during labor. Call Scott City Clinic to set an appointment today. We put our heart in healthcare.
Tough breaks there for Scott City. Hope that they're able to recover and be all right there, but hopefully they can get them here back in the near future. Just some minor things, but they should be back in the lineup hopefully soon here. But they'll miss them. And talking with Coach Amy Felker, it's going to be more of a 6-player rotation here tonight, and so that means you bring in a couple of starters that'll looks like it's going to be Avery Lewis. She'll get her third start of the year, and then Megan Trout will get her first career varsity start here tonight as well for Scott City to go along with the other three. But Lady Beavers, they are looking to snap out of a 3-game skid, and it's going to not be easy, but you know what? They have an opportunity to do that in front of them here tonight here against Hugoton. And Scott City at 3-4, well, their losses. Top 5 team in 6A Liberal. Cimarron, who's ranked number 10 in 3A. Colby, who is preseason ranked number 7 in 3A. Goodland, who's the defending state champion and number 1 ranked team in 3A. So really, loss is not bad, but you still like to got at least 1 or 2 of the wins, 1 or 2 wins out of those sequences there. But you have to put that in the rearview mirror and look ahead here. But Scott City has had a good production this year from junior Erica Felker and senior Brooke Strine. They combined 27 of the 41 points. Last time out, Avery Lewis had a big game of 9 points against Goodland before the Christmas break. Let's see if she can kind of continue that. She really shot the ball pretty well against Goodland in the last time out right before the Christmas break. Kendall Gentry's had some good moments this year. Megan Trout will be called upon maybe to do a little bit more here tonight as well. And then you bring in Mackenzie Minsker off the bench, and she has the opportunity to score as well coming off the bench. But it's going to be really done with defense tonight. We'll see how Scott City matches up with Hugoton. And speaking of the Lady Eagles, this is a team that was 23-3 a year ago, lost in the 3A state championship game to the Goodland Cowgirls by just 1 point. They are still a little shorthanded. They have not had the All-State Maiken Hamlin yet. She is still recovering from an ACL injury she suffered in the summer, and she could go in about a week or 2 weeks here. So she's getting closer and closer to coming back, and maybe into the January, maybe mid-January, we'll see. And that time, see how that timetable goes for her. But she averaged 18 points a year ago for that team. But she is also signed with Wyoming, by the way. But they also have 2 really good seniors as well. And Gianna Voss, who averages 14 points, she is signed with Florida Southern, a Division II team outside or in Florida. And Samaya Adigan, the 5'9" senior who is signed with Division II Northwest Oklahoma State, future Lady Ranger there. They averaged 26 of their 43 points, but they've gotten good production out of the 5'4" junior Abigail Slocum, who's really a 3-point threat, and she can be streaky at times. She's had a run of 4 threes in the first quarter against Cimarron in the second to last outing 3 weeks ago. So she can hurt you if you leave her open a lot, if she gets on a roll. But then also, you rely a lot on Samaya and Gianna, those other 2 seniors. They do have 4 seniors on their team. 3 of them start, and Julian Salazar. And, of course, they'll get Mike and Hamlin a little bit later on here this year as well. Of course, Hugoton bumping up to Class 4A is a team that averages just under 43 points a game. They lost to a very good Arkansas team, Fort Smith Northside, in that Hayes City shootout. But they beat 6A Manhattan, who's been pretty good in years past, and also beat Newton, a 5A school that's really struggling as of late. And they also beat an improving Southwestern Heights team by 18. They lost to Cimarron, who really saw Michaela Miller really take that game over in the second half especially. And then lost to a Liberal team. Maybe that is a bit of a surprise this year. So that's kind of their scope of things there for Hugoton. We should have a fun battle here on the girls' side. Scott City and Hugoton. The sub-state standings coming into tonight on the girls' side. Right now, Scott City tied for 6th with Southwestern Heights with the identical 3-4 records. Southwestern Heights has a pretty tough Wichita County team coming to town tonight. Goodland, Cimarron, Colby are the top 3 teams. Colby lost to Holcomb last night, 55-49, and Holcomb is 4-2. Colby now 6-2. That snapped their 6-game win streak. Lakin at 3-2. Mentioned Scott City, Southwestern Heights 3-4. Larned is at 1-6 on the year. They're moments away from getting started here tonight, I believe. And going here momentarily, of course, Ulysses. Here's what's going on in the league tonight here for games. Goodland at Cimarron, that'll count toward the GWAC standings. That's their only regular season matchup. Ulysses at Holcomb, and Scott City and Hugoton. Colby has a night off. They played on Tuesday. Both Colby boys and girls swept Hoxie, and then Colby had the makeup game with Holcomb last night on the road in Holcomb, and the girls mentioned that Holcomb girls won, and the Colby boys won by 4 over Holcomb, as Colby's boys are now 8-0 on the season. As we will go ahead and step aside for a timeout, we believe, here. Getting ready to get going here tonight with Scott City and Hugoton, the first of 2 regularly scheduled meetings. The return trip will be on the 24th of January to Scott City. That game will count toward the league standings. And I don't know what the situation is they're waiting on, but we'll get going here momentarily here with, I don't know if they're doing lineups first or national anthem first, or we'll go ahead and step aside for this timeout here. This is Scott City Beaver basketball. City Beaver basketball.
Rewarding.
It's more than just a job.
Great vacation, great sick pay.
Great opportunities to move forward. Good work environment, good people. Always something new, always something different.
Every day you learn something new.
Their commitment to education is second to none.
They pay for my school.
I love it because we're all one big happy family.
Family.
Family. It's like a family.
Grow your career with American Implement and John Deere.
Mix 94.5 KSKL, Scott City, powered by Wheatland Electric, committed to improving the lives of their members and the community they serve. Wheatland Electric, delivering energy for life, a Touchstone Energy cooperative.
Back here inside Hugoton here on KSKL and also the Beaver Broadcasting Network. Starters tonight presented by Security State Bank in Scott City and Leota. For Scott City to be Kendall Gentry, the 5'3 sophomore, averaging 4.4 points and 4 boards a game. Brooke Strine, a 6'1 senior, averaging 14.7 points and 8.5 rebounds a game. Erica Felker, the 5'6 junior, 13.3 points and 3 rebounds. Also Avery Lewis, a 5'9 sophomore, at 4 points and 3 boards a game. And Megan Trout, a 5'10 sophomore, 1.4 points and 3.1 boards a game. For Hugoton, coached by Emmanuel Adigan in his 6th season, it'll be Julian Salazar. She is a 5'6 senior, averages 3 points and 2 assists a game. Abigail Slocum, a 5'4 junior, averaging 8.7 points, 2 assists a game. Gianna Voss, the 5'9 senior, averages 14 points and 5 boards a game. Samaya Adigan, a 5'9 senior, 12.7 points and 9.2 rebounds. And Ella Beasley, a 5'6 sophomore, 2.3 points and 2.3 boards a game. Those are your starting lineups, once again presented by Security State Bank. On to your keys of the game, presented by State Farm agent Michael Trout, where you go the proven winner when it comes to insurance. They score big with their policyholders. Keys tonight here for Scott City, I think there's no question about it. The first key is you have to pound it into the paint, take advantage of the size of Brooke Strine underneath. Second key tonight here for Scott City, I think, is going to be pressure defense out high, making somebody other than Voss or Adigan beat you. Those are your keys to the game. Scott City tonight is wearing the road navy blue uniforms, the Columbian numbers and letters in the white trim. Hugoton in the home whites with the red numbers and letters of blue trim. Tap is going to be controlled by Scott City, and we're underway. He's trying to work it up top. Hugoton is going to play good man-to-man defense. You know that. Here's Gentry right side. And now Destrine catches it, flips it to her left to Erica Felker, sets up the offense. She's going to be guarded by Gianna Voss. Right side to Kendall Gentry. Gentry now up top to Trout. Trout holds it, pivots, finds Erica Felker looking for a screen. Good help defense up top early on by Hugoton. Now Avery Lewis turns down the three. She'll take it left side. Dishes it backside to Megan Trout, trying to do the unselfish thing and throws the ball away, and that's their first turnover of the night. Hugoton has won the last 6 in this series, including 3 in a row here in this home building. Scott City's last win here in Hugoton came in 2018. They won 42-40 on the 14th of December. Here's a Smyadigan jumper left a lane line for 2, and it's 2-0. 7:10 to go first period of play. So Hugoton scores on their first trip down the court. Scott City's second possession of the period. Up top to Strine, and then through her hands and another turnover. It's Samaya Adigan going coast to coast, and she has all 4 of Hugoton's points. And Scott City not off to a good start here as they almost turn the ball over again. 6:48 to go first quarter. And here's Felker taking it coast to coast, hits the side of the board on the layup and a whistle. We're going to get a tie-up. It'll still belong to the Hugoton Lady Eagles. So Scott City with 2 turnovers in their first 3 possessions here in the early going. Down 4-0. Hugoton's ball. 6:44 to go first quarter. Samaya Adigan, the 5'9" senior, has all 4 of Hugoton's points. Voss up top now to Julian Salazar. They go left to Slocum. Backdoor cut too high. That time for the leaping Gianna Voss, and Hugoton turns the ball over for the first time. Jason Johnson, Nick Leon, and a couple of the officials here tonight. Hugoton applying full court pressure, man-to-man. Kendall Gentry with it. Scott City had issues breaking. Now Salazar is down and in pain, and ball's knocked out of bounds. I don't know if she turned her ankle or not, but stops the clock with 6:23 to go here in the first quarter. It's not a particularly deep Hugoton team. I don't know if she turned her ankle or something else. But she was guarding Gentry in the backcourt, and then all of a sudden just dropped immediately. Scott City, Hugoton go to their benches there. 4-0 is your score. Salazar's been a senior that's been a 2-year starter, and the trainers are checking her out right now, right near half court. As I mentioned, Hugoton has won the last 6 in this series with Scott City. They've won 3 in a row here in this building against Scott City. As the Jim Quiet, the other official, is Nathan Morse. And they get Salazar up. And they're going to help her to the bench there. Basketball here tonight brought to you by American Implement, Main Age Paving, Bartlett Grain, Beavertown, FFL Beef Belt, Brookover Cattle Company, Birding Farms, Shells, Flowers, and more, Decal Bayer, Farm Bureau Financial Services, Hugh and Berta Binns. Also, Fairleigh Company, and First National Bank. Right now, it's a 4-0 Hugoton lead here. First quarter, 6:23. One of their senior starters, Julian Salazar, being helped off the court right now by one of the athletic trainers, an assistant coach, longtime assistant coach for Hugoton, Jeff Ramsey. Scott City to inbound it at half court. As they move from left to right, we're kind of up there in the corner here in Hugoton. Gentry will direct the run the point here. Hugoton brings in Emily Tinoco, a freshman, to take her place. No stats on her, or she does average 1.2 points a game, excuse me. Gentry uses up her dribble. Gentry now to, here's Felker, out high to Strine. She'll step into a 3, rims out, rebound Avery Lewis, and may have gotten away with the walk. Scott City gets another crack at it. Felker drives in strong. She gets bumped, and they'll call a blocking foul on Hugoton. That's the first foul of the ball game with 5:58 to go first quarter. The foul will be charged to Gianna Voss, her first.
The Eagles, number 12, first personal, first team foul.
So Voss with their first personal. The Beavers to trigger it in. Felker avoids the 5 count, finds Gentry in a stride. Post up, goes around. Shot is blocked by Adigan, and she grabs the board. That doesn't happen too much on Strine. Scott City starting 0 for 3. Adigan will take it coast to coast and split 2 Lady Beavers, and she has all 6 of Hugoton's points here with 5:43 to go first quarter. It's 6-0, and a tough start once again for Scott City. They can't afford to have a tough start here. Felker just gets it across the 10-second line. Almost lost the ball, and then picked up by Kendall Gentry. Here's Trout with it, left side to Gentry out high. Hugoton playing good man-to-man defense early on. Up top now to Felker. Into Strine, catches it, flips it left side Gentry. She'll drive in. Her runner in the paint is off to the right. Rebound loose, and it's going to be Megan Trout tracking it down, then almost throws it away. Nobody wants to get it for Scott City, and then they finally do. But Scott City, that was a good move, take by Gentry. Take it in strong and maybe create some backdoor feed. Here's Lewis, a little bit in front of her, and then threw it, or tried to save it into play, but right into the hands of Ella Beasley. Scott City's third turnover. Hugoton with 4 of their 6 points off of turnover. Spin move. Voss is stuffed, and the rebound to Trout. Thought maybe there was going to be a foul called on that, but there was not. As Scott City, with the 6-0 deficit, we're a little over 3 minutes in the game here in the first quarter here in Hugoton. And now to Trout. She'll drive right side, right corner to Gentry. She'll launch a 3. Too strong. Rebound Strine. They're going to get a whistle and a foul on Scott City. Interesting call there. They're going to get Avery Lewis, they'll say. She had to push her first foul. Another key for Scott City tonight. they can't afford to commit foul trouble just having 6-player rotation. Mackenzie Metzger in for the first time, the 5'5 sophomore. As Trout will check out, so Scott City goes to a little bit of a smaller lineup as they play in a 2-3 zone here. Down 6 here, 4:20 to go first quarter. Driving in as Beasley flips it up top to Salazar. Correction, that was Slocum who was injured earlier for Hugoton. I apologize. Got those wrong on my sheet here. 4:13 to work first quarter. That's Salazar. Slocum was the injured Lady Eagle, now steal. That's the second Hugoton turnover. Gentry with it up top, middle of the first quarter. Lady Beavers are 0 of 5 from the floor. Hugoton is 3 of 4. A couple of those were, actually all 3 of them, shots by Voss were easy lips. Here's Gentry taking a strong no, but trying to follow. Throws it up, but she gets fouled, and she'll get 2 free throws. Scott City already with 3 offensive boards here in this first quarter. So they've been doing a very good job of crashing the boards. A foul on Ella Beasley, the 5'6 sophomore, her first. Team second, 2 free throws for Strine, where she's 74% on the year, and she puts Scott City on the board here with 3:48 to go first quarter. As a team, Scott City has been pretty nice at the free throw line this year at 69%. And for Hugoton for the first time is Deanne Armendariz. She is a sophomore. Second free throw pending is up by Strine, and the southpaw knocks him down, and that's 6-2. She's really been pretty good at the line this year, the 3-year starter for Scott City. So Scott City on the board has trimmed the deficit to 4, 3:40 to go first period. Out high right to Gianna Voss, guarded by Avery Lewis. And now here's Samaya Adigan looking to stop and go around Strine. She does. She's cut off. Now up top, driving in. And that's going to be a travel on Tinoco. And turnover number 3 on Hugoton. They've had back-to-back turnovers. They do get pretty young after really their top 3 or 4, and a tough blow there for Slocum, their 3rd leading scorer coming into tonight this year. She is injured right now, getting attended to by a trainer. 3:18 to go first quarter. High right, he goes now to Strine from Felker. Faces up on Adigan, takes it strong to the rack layup. Left side is good. Strine with all 4 of Scott City's points as we approach the 3-minute mark of the first quarter. So really have Samaya Adigan 6 and Brooke Strine 4. And now we got a whistle and a double dribble on Hugoton, and they've had 3 consecutive turnovers. And Emily Tinoco, the freshman, being thrown in there pretty quickly in a neat situation for Hugoton early on. But Scott City's done a good job of settling down. And they have a chance to tie or take their first lead of the night here with 2:55 to go first quarter. Gentry still in the backcourt, takes it across, guarded by Salazar. Now finds Avery Lewis out high, back to Gentry. Looking for a cutter, finds a cutting Strine left lane line. Jump stop layup is no good, but she draws the block. The official, I believe, initially called it a charge, but it's actually going to be ruled a blocking foul. They'll get Samaya Adigan on the foul, her first, team's 3rd, and Strine back at the line for 2 free throws here with 2:45 to go opening period. And there's no question that Adigan and Voss are very good defenders as well. Strine's free throw is good. 6-5 here with 2:45 to go opening quarter. And Scott City's played some pretty good defense. They've been in their half-court set here last few possessions. They've forced quite a few turnovers. Strine for the tie. She has all 6 of Scott City's points, our first tie of the night. And Samaya Adigan once again for Hugoton has all 6 of their points. 6-6. Here's Voss. Flips it over left to Salazar. Salazar back up top to Adigan. Stop and pops the 3 for the lead. Wide left into the hands of Mackenzie Metzger. Scott City can take their first lead of the night here on this trip down. Metzger running the point here with 2:25 to go into Strine. Catches it. Goes left to Erica Felker, guarded tightly by Voss. Goes around her, and Adigan now finds a cutting Strine, who puts it up, no. Rebound, 5-4, Strine gets it. She'll go underneath. Oh, she may have stepped out of bounds, but she scores it anyway, and it's an 8-0 Scott City run. 8-6 with 2:11 to go first quarter. Timeout, Hugoton. It's a 30-second timeout with 2:10 to go first quarter, and the Lady Beavers, who are on an 8-0 run with an 8-6 lead here in Hugoton. Good effort tonight here for Scott City after a tough start. They had 3 turnovers early on. Hugoton has not scored in about 3.5 minutes. I'd like to thank J&R Car and Truck Center once again for providing transportation here to Scott City. You can view their new and pre-owned inventory in their lot at J&R Car and Truck Center, West 5th Street, Scott City. Also online, jrcarandtruck.com. Adam Kadavy with you here from Hugoton here. First game out of the Christmas break for Scott City. Their first game in 17 days. Same with Hugoton. It's their first game in 17 days. Really, the only common opponent these two schools have had so far, actually two of them, I should say, Cimarron and Liberal. Both the Lady Eagles and Lady Beavers lost to those teams. Hugoton's ball at a timeout. They're trailing for the first time tonight as we approach 2 to go first quarter at 8-6. Adigan drives in, throws it up top. Salazar, she'll drive right side. Now to Voss, driving in on Lewis. Splits the defenders, goes up, banks it, and one. Voss is on the board and ties the game up at 8 with 1:56 to go. First quarter, Avery Lewis picks up her second foul, and that's one thing you don't want to do is get into foul trouble when you're shorthanded tonight, and that's going to be a big situation there. Voss, usually a pretty good free throw shooter, too strong on that, but Erica Felker tracks down the board for Scott City. They have out-rebounded Hugoton early on here, 6-2 in the first quarter. Minute 45 to work, first 8 minutes of play. In for Hugoton is Danielle Alfaro. She is a freshman. And now trying to get it to stride, but it finds Felker. She'll go up strong with the right side. The layup is good. Her first basket. 10-8 Scott City, 90 seconds to go first quarter. And a good answer back there by the Lady Beavers. Here's Alfaro driving in, and now Adigan will spin up top to Voss. Turns down the three. Pulls up, and now Alfaro high to Adigan. She'll drive right lane line, takes a strong layup, good. She has 8 points for Hugoton. We're tied for the third time at 10. 1:14 to go here in the opening period of play. Scott City with Kendall Gentry, Avery Lewis, Mackenzie Metzger, also Erica Felker, and a whistle and a travel out high. They're going to get that on Scott City on Gentry. That's her 4 turnovers. Megan Trout is in replacing Avery Lewis, who has 2 early fouls. As I mentioned, it is Gentry, Strine, Trout, Felker, and Metzger for Scott City. For Hugoton, it's Jillian Salazar, Gianna Voss, Samaya Adigan, also Ella Beasley, and Danielle Alfaro. 10-10, Hugoton's ball. We're tied here. Final minute of this first quarter. Good defense out high by Metzger. Finds Adigan left side to Alfaro. Back up top now to Adigan. Goes right side to Voss. She tracks it down in the right corner. Out top now to Salazar. To Voss. Scott City goes to his zone. Out high left to Voss. Left baseline Alfaro. Now back to Adigan. Adigan looking to drive in. Back up top to Salazar. Right side to Voss, 30 seconds to work first quarter. This has been a patient offensive set for Hugoton as we're tied at 10. Scott City trailed early on 6-0. Now Adigan head fake. She'll drive left side. Got a whistle and a foul on the floor. That's Scott City's third foul of the period. And that'll be the first on Erica Felker.
First personal, third team foul.
23.6 to go first period of play. 10-10. Hugoton to inbound it underneath their own basket. So both teams with 3 fouls, both teams with 10 points here in the first quarter, and both teams with their top 2 scorers scoring the points. 8 for Strine, 2 for Felker for Scott City. Adigan with 8, Voss 2 for Hugoton. 15 seconds to work first period. They go left side. Here's Voss. Bounce pass back up top to Salazar. Back to Voss. She almost took the deep 3. 7 seconds. 6. 5 seconds now to Adigan with 4. With 3. And it goes to Beasley. Her pull up and is bouncing off. Rebound Trout. And that's the end of your first quarter. We've played even Steven in 8 minutes. 10-10. Scott City and Hugoton girls tied after 1. Back in a minute for the second quarter. This is Beaver basketball.
To us, it's about so much more than just providing the technology. It's about enriching the communities we live in. Because your community is our community. Where you live, where you work, where you play. We do too. Whatever you do, and wherever you are, our service supports you. Next Tech Wireless. We are Kansas. To us, it's about so much.
Scott City 4-4 line. Nice cut. Kendall Gentry, layup right side. Good. Her first two. And Scott City back on top. Early stages, second quarter. Good set play to begin the second quarter. It's 12-10 Scott City lead. Here's Hugoton quickly back the other way. Adigan bounce pass. Beasley, layup. We're tied. Ella Beasley ties it up. That's our fourth tie this first half. 12 all, 7.5 to go first half. Scott City now 4 of 9 from the floor. Hugoton 6 of 9. Both teams had 4 turnovers and 3 fouls in the first quarter. Scott City had a strong edge on the glass, 7-2. Strine used up a dribble out high. Now goes to Felker, right side to Metzger. She'll shoot one from 15. Might have been partially blocked. Kendall Gentry saves it into play for Scott City. Trapped, and she just wisely knocks it off of Jillian Salazar as she was standing on the right baseline, or underneath the basket there. It'll remain with the Beavers, tied at 12, first minute of the second quarter. Felker looking to trigger it in, does so out high to Kendall Gentry. Left corner to Felker. Gets a screen, goes to her right. Now left corner to Kendall Gentry. She'll launch a three. She'll bury a three. Her 6th three of the year, and Scott City with a 15-12 lead. 6:56 to go first half, and Scott City with their largest lead of the night at 3. Scott City up by 3, and now here's Hugoton to answer back. Lady Beavers this year 29% from three-point range, and they're now 1 of 2 tonight in this game. Salazar looking to drive in, 6:35 to go first half. They play a weave out high. Here's Voss. She'll drive in. Her layup is no good, but a foul. They're going to get a hack on Scott City. That'll be their 4th team foul of the half, and that might be on Felker, and that's their second, and it is.
12 for Scott City, second.
So now Scott City with a little foul trouble here in this first half.
Shiana Voss.
Voss to the line for 2, or she's 0 of 1 tonight. Make it 1 of 2. 15-13. Felker will check out, and then Coach Amy Felker going deeper to her bench. Kaylee Felker, younger sister Erica, and of course the daughter of Amy, checks in for the first time in the second quarter all year. Voss sinks both free throws. She has 4, pulls Hugoton to within 1 with 6:28 to go first half. And now Scott City throws it away. Their 4th, make that their 5th turnover, and Hugoton with a chance to reclaim the lead. It's Adigan, left corner to Voss. Fires a 3, too strong. Rebound backside. Hugoton will track it down with Ella Beasley, and they have another crack at it. Adigan, left side, Voss again for 3. That one is good. She has the last 5 for Hugoton as they go up 17-15 with 6:06 to go first half, and Scott City wants time. It's just a 30-second timeout. Or nope, it is a full, excuse me. We'll take it as well with 6:06 to go second quarter. 17-15, Hugoton back in a minute. This is Beaver basketball. 15, Hugoton back in a minute.
Where you always get it for less.
Dr. Yeager with Pro Health Chiropractic Office, what do you strive for with your patients?
Our goal, our vision, our desire is to help our communities be healthier and be able to provide that quality of health, not just for today, but I'd like to sit across the table from patients in years to come and realize we've made a difference in their life.
How do we get a hold of you?
271-0243 in Garden City. In Scott City, 872-2310. They can always go on the web at prohealthks.com.
Feel better now. Make an appointment with Dr. Yeager today.
Hugoton has scored the last 5 points a game, and they have a lead of 2. It's 17-15, 6 minutes to go first half out of the timeout. Scott City with the ball in the front court with Kendall Gentry. Now goes right side to Mackenzie Metzger. Erica Felker on the bench with 2 fouls. And then Gianna Voss forces a turnover after Metzger lost the dribble, and then Voss goes out of bounds, and the senior makes a heady play there, knocks it off of Metzger. Scott City turnover number 6, and Hugoton, who has scored the last 5 of the ball game with a 2-point lead with 5:48 to go first half. And foul trouble on the issue. Avery Lewis, a 2, is underneath. Here's to Voss, and it bounces in. She has the last 7 for Hugoton, and they have a 19-15 lead, 5.5 to go first half. And when does Coach Amy Felker think about sending her starters back in with 2 fouls? Here is Strine, her turnaround jumper to the left, bounces in. That was a big one. That ends a 7-0 run, 10 for Strine, 19-17, 5:20 to go first half. McKendall Gentry had the first 5 points for Scott City this quarter. They led by 3, and then Hugoton went on a 7-0 run, and Scott City almost forces a turnover up top to Salazar. Into Adigan. Goes right corner to Emily Tinoco is in there as we approach the 5-minute mark of the first half. 19-17, Hugoton leading the ball. Voss left side guarded by Kaylee Felker. Up top to Samaya Adigan. Goes right with the dribble. Now to the right corner to Tinoco. Tinoco almost walked with it and stripped out there by Kendall Gentry. Now 5-4, it's Trout with the steal. Hugoton with their 5th turnover of the half. Scott City can tie it back up here. We've already had 4 ties in this first half. Gentry goes right now up top to Strine. Goes left to Kaylee Felker. And one dribble goes out high to Metzger. Metzger almost got hacked up top there. Now lobs it into Strine. Catches back your way on Adigan. Flip shot. Yes, underneath. She has a dozen. We're tied at 19 with 4:28 to go first half. 5th tie of the half, and the Beavers have scored the last 4 points of this game. 19-all, 4:20 to go second quarter. Tinoco holds it out high. They're playing with that Abigail Slocum who got hurt in the first quarter. Their 3rd leading scorer coming into tonight. Scott City has Avery Lewis and Erica Felker right now on the bench with 2 fouls. So we hit the midway point of this second quarter. 19 apiece. Adigan with it high left. Looking to drive in. She'll take it right side. Back to Salazar's. Hugoton just being very patient with the ball. Now to Adigan from Voss. Adigan will drive in strong, and that's going to be a charge taken by Megan Trout. A big turnover that time, and now that is Adigan's 2nd foul. That time, Trout stood straight up, did not flinch one bit, took the brunt of the charge, and got Adigan into foul trouble. She'll stay in there with 2 fouls with 3:45 to go first half at 19-19. Scott City looking to retake the lead, but they will throw the ball away. That'll be their 7th turnover of the first half. Missed opportunity for the Lady Beavers, but there's a long ways to go in this game. Tied at 19, 3:35 to go second quarter. With the left is Voss. Left baseline to Adigan. Adigan will throw it up top to Salazar. They're working around the perimeter to Tinoco. Tinoco back up top. It goes to Salazar. Back to Tinoco. 3:25. Ball swatted by Gentry. She'll get the steal. 7th Hugoton turnover in this first half. Tied at 19. Both teams with 4 fouls. Both teams with 7 turnovers. Both teams with 19 points. Into stride. Nice move. Goes to your left. Shot is blocked. No contact or no foul called. And Hugoton with the rebound. They have it tied at 19 as we approach 3 minutes. Here's Voss, and they're going to call a block on Kaylee Felker. That'll be her first and team's 5th of the half.
Called on 32 for Scott City. First personal, 5th team foul.
Foul on Kaylee Felker, her first, team's 5th. 3:06 to go first half, tied at 19. Hugoton to trigger in underneath their own basket. They'll throw it out to Adigan inside the arc. Now driving in is Voss. Left side to Salazar, I believe that. Now it goes to Adigan. Correction, that was Tinoco with it. Her long hair was covering her jersey number on her back, so I could not see it from my view. Now here we go with 2:50 to go first half. 19-19, and now Hugoton is going to lose it out of bounds. Tinoco couldn't handle the pass, and it goes in the corner out of bounds. 8th Eagle turnover. Tied at 19. Back into the game for Hugoton will be Deanna Armendariz. She is a sophomore. Felker to inbound, and that's Kaylee Felker. Scott City needs to get in to avoid a 5 count, and it's going to be stolen by Voss, who pushes Gentry, and they're going to get Gentry with the foul? How?
Foul called on Scott City. Number 2, first personal, 6th team foul.
Okay, timeout Scott City, a 30-second timeout with 2:44 to go first half. So Scott City commits the turnover, their 9th of the half, and they commit the foul, their 6th. Basketball tonight brought to you by Farm Bureau Financial Services, Neil Baker, Fro Heating and Cooling, Fro Ag Service, Fro Electric, Great Western Tire, Harris Chiropractic and Acupuncture, High Choice Feeders, Hammy Farms, HRC Feed Yards, J&R Car and Truck, J&R Trekking, JF Beaver Advertising. One way I could think that was a foul there is they said that even though Voss went over the top, Voss does have about 6 inches on Gentry, and they said maybe that Gentry probably undercut Voss. That's the only thing I could think of, but it was a clean steal by Voss. That was a tough break there for Gentry. Now Scott City with 6 fouls, Hugoton with 4. We're tied at 19. We've been tied there for about 2 minutes. Hugoton's not scored in nearly 3 minutes. We're down to 2:44 to go first half. The lob it out high to Adigan. Scott City down to 3 timeouts left in the game. They've burned a couple here in this quarter. Now with it up top is Salazar. Goes left side to Samaya Adigan. Right side to Gianna Voss. Voss back up top. It goes to Salazar. Back to Voss. Open for a three on the right side. Too strong, but the rebound to Hugoton, and they'll go up in the foul. Scott City has given Hugoton a lot of way too many opportunities here in the second quarter. 2 second chance opportunities. They've scored 3 on them so far. DNA Armendariz, the 5'7" sophomore, first trip to the line tonight. They caught the foul on Mackenzie Metzger first. Scott City's 7th foul. The free throw is good. That breaks the 19-all tie with 2:22 to go first half. Hugoton tonight at the line is now 3 of 4. Looking to go 4 of 5 here, Armendariz as a team. And that one bounces around and drops home. 21-19, 2:22 to go first half. Hugoton still playing their full court pressure. Inbound into Gentry. She gets tied up, and that'll be a turnover to Hugoton. Scott City with their 10th turnover of the first half. And Hugoton with a chance this trip down with the opportunity to get at least 4 points. Inbound in wide open, a deep 2 in the left corner, rimming halfway in and out for Ella Beasley. Megan Trout on the backside collects her 3rd rebound of the game, and then almost stolen Metzger with it, gets around Voss. She'll take it in the front court with 2 minutes to go first half. Trout into stride, catches it, backs her way in, goes up, and can't get it to go. Got her own rebound, goes up short. 3rd time, maybe. No, 4th time, Trout, and she is fouled that time. Scott City with opportunity after opportunity there, and it'll be Trout to the line for 2. They're going to get Ella Beasley with her 2nd foul and the 5th team foul on Hugoton. So Beasley with 2, Adigan with 2 for the Eagles. Trout with 2 free throws coming up. First to 2 is good.
At the line for Scott.
21-20, 1:57 to go first half. This is for tie number 6 of the half. Good as well. Coming into tonight, Trout was 2 of 6. She's now 4 of 8 at the line. Our 6th tie of the half. We're tied at 21. Lady Beavers 6 of 6 at the line. Minute 50 to go first half. Both teams have converted on 1 3-pointer here in this first half. Voss up top with it. Scott City plays a 3-2 look, and now with it is Samaya Adigan. Skips it over left side to Salazar. Looking to feed it in. It's going to be Ella Beasley. Throws it back up top to Salazar to Voss. Minute 35 to go first half. Salazar back to Voss. She'll drive right side. Take it all the way. Gets stripped in her hands. Picks it back up. Saves it in somehow. A good effort that time to Samaya Adigan. Back up top to Salazar. Adigan left side. Looking to drive in. Back up top to Salazar with a minute 20 to go first half. Tied at 21. Both teams battling some foul issues. Both teams shorthanded, not a lot of depth for either side here that have had a lot of experience. Now Voss will drive in underneath. It goes to Armendariz, the backside. No, Beasley rebound into the hands of Brooke Strine. She has 5 boards in this first half. And Scott City can reclaim the lead here in the final minute of the first half, tied at 21. Left side, too high for Felker, and it's stolen by Adigan. 11 Scott City turnover, and the ball will be knocked out here with 52.5 seconds to go first half. So Coach Amy Felker has definitely rolled the dice on keeping 2 of her starters on the bench with 2 fouls, Avery Lewis and Erica Felker. So far it's paid off. Emily Tinoco replaces DNA Armendariz. We're tied at 21. Both teams 11 points this period. So we approach under 50 seconds to go first half. Left side, Voss up top to Salazar. Right side to Tinoco. They'll get backside to Voss. Catches it. Her reverse layup. A nice shot. And she now has 9 in the period. 11.5. 23-21. Hugoton. 35 seconds to go first half. Metzger in the backcourt can get it across to Kaylee Felker, who's playing some extended minutes as a freshman. Into stride, bank shot, good. She has another basket. She has 14, 23-23, 18 seconds to go first half. Hugoton with the ball and a tie ball game. 14 seconds left baseline, adding a head fake. Up top, Salazar. Now it's going to be Tinoco for a 3. Too strong, but right to Voss, who goes up and misses it, but she'll get 2 free throws with 6.4 seconds to go first half.
Foul called on 32 for Scott City's 2nd personal.
That's on Kaylee Felker, her 2nd, and the team's 8th. Gianna Voss for 2 free throws. She's hit 2 in this quarter, and she misses that one too strong. She has 11 points in this first half for Hugoton to lead the Eagles. Samaya Adigan checks out with 6.4 to go before halftime. 2nd free throw. Voss breaks the tie. makes it 24-23 Eagles. A 6.4 to go first half. One more crack for Scott City before halftime. Strine with it with 4 seconds. Drives the left sideline with 3, 2. She'll take it all the way. She'll go up, and she is fouled with 0.5 of a second to go first half. And that is a foul on Ella Beasley, her third.
Foul called on 23 for Hugoton.
That's a big foul because that's one of their starters who is now going to be in foul trouble with 3 fouls. And Brooke Strine, 2 free throws. She has 14 of Scott City's 23, and she's too strong on that one. That broke a run of 4 in a row for her at the foul line. Best she can do is tie this game up right before halftime at 24, which she does. Our 8th tie of the half, 24-24. Salazar will hold it, and that's all she wrote for the first half. And it's been a game with foul trouble, with turnovers, with fouls, but it's been a pretty evenly matched one. 24-24 halftime score. Hugoton and Scott City tied up. We'll come back in 3 minutes for your halftime show. This is Beaver Basketball.
Is your dog ungroomed and smelly? Then come on by the new and improved Wagon Wash, located at 501 Jackson Street in Scott City, Kansas. We added on a dog wash for your pet's hygienic needs. There are 6 different modes you can choose from: shampoo, oatmeal conditioner, rinse, odor control, flea and tick, and blow dry. Our facilities are regularly cleaned, and we have a vending machine full of treats for you and your pet. Follow us on Facebook at Wagon Wash Car Wash.
White's Food Liner is located at 1314 South Main Street in Scott City, Kansas. They are open daily from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. Home delivery is available Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. just by calling 620-872-5854. They are a full-service grocery store offering a wide selection of varieties at affordable prices. Sign up today for their mobile app. Look for it in the App Play Store under White's Food Liner. Don't forget to visit today.
The world needs more farmers, people who know the land, people who support rural communities, people who are as diverse as each acre they care for. But unless you've been born and raised on a family farm, it's nearly impossible to become a farmer. That's why we are building a team of people from our hometown and across the world to do what they love. We are not just a family farm, we are a multi-family farm. We are Volgamore Family Farms.
Furrow Heating and Cooling of Scott City is a proud sponsor of Beaver activities. Brent and Angie take pride in helping our activities and support our students 100%. They can also help you with any heating and cooling needs that you have. Give Furrow Heating and Cooling a call at 620-872-3508 and see if they can help you with your needs today. Western State Bank proudly supports Scott Community High School students and athletes as they prepare for another great year of achievements. Just as our students prepare for another successful year, we encourage you to be prepared for whatever life may bring you. Stop in and talk with the knowledgeable staff at Western State Bank, whether it be a new home loan, financing for your business, or any one of our checking and savings account options. We're here to help you. Make sure to check out all of our internet banking options provided at WSBKS.com. Western State Bank, member FDIC. And as always, go Beavers!
With over 10 years of experience, Jamie at JW Enterprise can repair your windshield quickly and conveniently. Even if you don't have time to make it to the shop, Jamie can fix your windshield from your home, or he can come get your vehicle for you. JW Enterprise is insured and Safe Flight certified. He might be operating under a different name, but Jamie still provides the same quality of service. Let Jamie at JW Enterprise fix that chip in your windshield now. Find JW Enterprise on Facebook or give him a call at 785-260-7773.
Adding value to our community has been our priority since day one. That's why the Scott Co-op is here with 8 elevator locations, 2 service stations, 5 card trolls, bulk fuel and oil delivery, as well as a full-service agronomy department, including agronomy services, seed, chemical, fertilizer, and custom application. Visit us online at scottcoop.com or download our app for more information. Scott Co-op is a proud supporter of our local communities.
As your local community foundation, we are dedicated to preserving local wealth so the communities in and around Scott County will forever remain an attractive place to live, work, and raise a family. We respond to the needs of our community through grant making, scholarships, and other special projects. To learn more, visit us online at scottcf.org.
Hugoton had Samaya Adigan play with 2 fouls for all but it last 6 seconds of the first half. And then Ella Beasley picked up her 3rd foul late second quarter on the drive-in by Strine. So we're tied at 24. Lady Beavers playing without Brindley Stevens and Cheyenne Kramer tonight. They do not believe it'll be season-ending situations there, but they should be back here. Hopefully they are back here by the next game here, but just some early precautions there and whatnot here. But anyways, first half of scoring here. Brooke Strine with a huge first half. She had 15 points. Scott City doing a good job of exploiting the advantage down in the paint here in the first half. And then you had 5 for Kendall Gentry. She hit the first 5 points for Scott City in the second quarter, 2 each for Erica Felker and Megan Trout. For Hugoton in the first half, they had Gianna Voss. She had 10 of their 14 second quarter points. She had 12 in the first half, 8 for Samaya Adigan. She did not attempt a shot in the second quarter. And then that's 20 of their 24. Danny Armandares with 2 free throws, and Ella Beasley with a 2-point basket for their 24 first half points. The Eagles in the first half had 6 fouls, 8 turnovers, 4 steals, 3 defensive rebounds, 3 offensive boards, total of 16 rebounds. Scott City had 6 rebounds. Scott City had 14 rebounds, 5 defensive and 9 offensive in the first half overall. They did have 11 turnovers. That really hurt them in the second quarter. But it's a tie ball game here at the break, 24-24. We'll step aside. We'll take about another 90-second timeout. 90-second timeout. This is Scott City basketball. Timeout. This is Scott City basketball.
It's the start of something new sales event going on right now at Lop Motors in Dodge City. Now is the perfect time to order your new 2023 Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram truck. Stop into Lop Motors this month and take advantage of great pricing on all Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram trucks. Lop Motors is your largest Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram truck dealer in all of western Kansas, located under the Great American Flag in Dodge City.
When you want plain talk with exceptional results, count on Norder Supply to serve you. With over 40 years of experience in the crop protection business, the dedicated team in Norder Supply is passionate about assisting you in achieving maximum net return per acre by delivering unparalleled agronomic advice and best in customer service. That's how they define success. To serve you better, they have an aerial application service and do it all for a very competitive rate. Call them today at 620-872-3058. Norder Supply, plain talk, exceptional results. When it comes to insurance, you don't want anyone setting you up with a policy that just sounds good. That's why Darren and Michelle, Platinum H Insurance, are there for you. Platinum H Insurance carries a complete line of insurance, including crop, farm, home, and auto. They write for well-respected companies such as NAU Country and Farmers Mutual Hail Insurance. To see what Platinum H Insurance can do for you, call 872-7222 or stop by their office at 321 West 5th Street in Scott City. This agency is an equal opportunity provider.
Back here, halftime here with a 24-24 score here with Scott City and Hugoton. Take a look at the other first half stats. Scott City shooting the ball pretty well in the first half at 47% at 8 of 17. They were 1 of 2 on threes, 7 of 15 on 2-point baskets, and 7 of 8 from the free throw line. For Hugoton in the first half, they were 9 of 16 from the floor at 56%, 1 of 4 on threes, 8 of 12 on 2-point baskets, and 5 of 7 for the line. As I mentioned, foul trouble, Erica Felker, Avery Lewis, and Kaylee Felker, who had to play some extended minutes because of foul trouble. They all had 2 fouls for Scott City. For Hugoton, Samaya Adigan with 2, and Ella Beasley, who picked up a foul of 0.5 of a second before halftime. She has 3 fouls. Scott City will be back to the court at home on Friday night next week. Friday the 13th, they'll host Holcomb, and then it's the Sterling tournament after that. For Hugoton, they have a pretty tough schedule next week. Hooker, Oklahoma, who's a pretty solid team in Oklahoma, about a 30-minute drive for them. They go down to Hooker next week and Tuesday, and then they go to Goodland next Friday. And then they have the Sterling tournament. Right now, coming into tonight, Scott City girls would be the number, let's see here, they'd be the number 4 seed, or actually the number 5 seed at 3 and 4. Hugoton would be in Smoky Valley are both 3 and 3. They're in the 3 and 4. Right now, Southeast Saline is at 6 and 0. Lions is at 4 and 2. Hugoton and Smoky Valley all 3 and 3 coming into tonight. Scott City 3 and 4, and then Kingman 2 and 5. Hutchinson Trinity 1 and 4, and Sterling 1 and 6. Second half underway. It's Scott City's ball with Mackenzie Metzger, Brooke Strine. She'll drive right baseline, pulls up, jumper short, rebound, crashing with Ginger, but then ripped away by Adigan. And a whistle, and we get another foul to begin this third quarter. And they will get that on Erica Felker. That'll be her third.
Scott City, number 12, third personal, first.
With 7:46 to go third quarter. That is a big foul to begin this third quarter. So now Felker, who remains in foul trouble, now has to be careful with 3 fouls. 7:40 to go third period. Hugoton's first possession. We're tied at 24. Hugoton with Emily Tinoco starting the second half. Samaya Agan, Gianna Voss, Julian Salazar, and Beasley ball stolen away. Scott City's 9th turnover, or Hugoton's 9th turnover. Scott City with the ball. 7:20 to go third quarter, tied at 24. Here's Kendall Gentry left corner. Back up top to Felker. She'll pull up her jumper left side for the lead. Is knocked down. Her first points of the half. Our third lead change. 26-24 Scott City, first minute of this third quarter. And the Lady Beavers back up by a pair. Voss with it up top now to Adigan, driving in, flips back out to Voss. Here's a 3 for the lead. Off to left, rebound, Brooke Strine, who collects her 6th board of the night. Lady Beavers can extend their 2-point lead. They've led by no more than 3 here tonight. And now here's Metzger with it. Goes left corner to Kendall Gentry. She'll launch a 3. Too strong. Rebound ripped away by Brooke Strine. She'll go up, and too strong on the shot, and the rebound into the hands of Gianna Voss. A couple missed opportunities that time, but good effort for Scott City. They lead by 2, 6:35 to go third quarter. Adigan for 3 off the back iron. Deadens, and Brooke Strine collects another board, her 8th of the night. Adigan, that was her first shot since the first quarter. Metzger needs to take it across the 10-second line. She'll get it with a pass to Gentry, now to Avery Lewis. Somehow trying to get to the right corner, but stolen away. 12th Scott City turnover, and now here comes Samaya Adigan. Cut off by Metzger. And now Tinoco a 3 for the lead. Banked off, rebound, Erica Felker, and here she races it, or slows it down now. She looked like she was going to race it back the other way. As we approach 6 to go third quarter, left side, Gentry. And Avery Lewis catches it, pivots right side, Felker for 3. Yes, she's got it, her 13th 3, and Scott City with their largest lead of the game, 29-24, 5:50 to go third quarter. Scott City's hit 2 triples here tonight. They've scored the last 6 of the ball game to take a 5-point lead here. Now right corner it goes. Tinoco with it with 5:38. Scott City in 2-3 zone up top. They go around to Voss, left side to Julian Salazar, into Samaya at the foul line. Jumper good. Their 10th point. 29-26 with 5:27 to go third quarter, and Hugoton ends the Scott City run, and they get their first points of the half. Lead back down to 3 for Scott City. Now Avery Lewis with it in the front court. Goes behind to Felker, left side, Gentry. 5:14 to work third quarter. Back out high to Felker. Looks inside. Now we'll put it on the floor. Guarded by Salazar out high. Hugoton playing a zone defense. And now Felker uses up her dribble, finds Gentry left side. They weave up top. Now left corner to Mackenzie Metzger. Under 5 to go third quarter. 3-point Scott City lead. Gentry wraparound pass somehow to Strine. Catches it. Now we'll drive left. Back out high to Gentry. Left baseline. Avery Lewis up top to Felker. Goes right side to Metzger. Quickly guarded by Adigan. Metzger uses up her dribble. Bounce pass to Strine. Strine holds it now to Metzger. She'll take a right baseline jumper too strong. Rebound right there to Felker. Hits it underneath the backboard on the putback, and the rebound goes to Adigan, or to Voss. She'll take a coast-to-coast layup. No, and a foul. She'll have 2 free throws, will Gianna Voss.
Foul call on number 15 for Scott City.
The foul on Mackenzie Metzger, her second. Scott City's second foul of the half. Hugoton yet to commit a foul here with 4:32 to go third quarter. 29-26, Scott City with the lead. 2 free throws for Voss. Her first free throw rimming around and dropping home. She has a baker's dozen. 29-27. Hugoton now 6 of 8 at the line. Voss tonight is 4 of 6. Make it a 1-point game, and she's got it. 29-28 now your score. 4:32 to go third quarter. As Hugoton applies full court pressure. Inbound into Gentry. She gets pushed. Or did she not? Nope. Okay. So no pushing foul, they'll say. It'll stay with Scott City. They'll say it was off of Salazar. Entry feed into Kendall Gentry. She'll drive the right sideline, gets it to Brooke Strine in the front court, and now finds Kendall Gentry. That was almost a dangerous situation for Strine. Her feet were right near the half-court line. Here's a three-pointer by Gentry, launched no, and the rebound to Julian Salazar for Hugoton. And they got a whistle, the ball knocked out with 4:17 to go. Good defense by Felker. She has to be careful. She has 3 fouls. 29-28, or no, they'll say out of bounds off of Hugoton. That's their 10th turnover of the night. Felker to inbound it in now to Gentry. Back to Felker. She looks to weave her way through, trying to get it, thread it through there, and it's a steal by Samaya Adigan, and Scott City's 13th turnover. Into Voss. Her layup is good, and Hugoton leads at 30-29 on a 6-0 run halfway through this third quarter. That's the 4th lead change of the night. Voss was 16 to lead Hugoton in scoring. Gentry into the front court. We'll go left corner to Erica Felker. Turns down the 3 now to Gentry. To Felker left corner with 3:48 to go third quarter. Lady Beavers down a point for the first time this half. 30-29. Out high to Metzger. Looking in. Can't find anybody. Puts it on the floor a couple times. Almost double dribble. Now she finds Strine. Backs her way in. Goes to her left. Flips it up. No, and a foul. That'll be on Samaya Adigan. That's going to be her 3rd foul. With 3:34 to go third quarter and a 1-point Hugoton lead. Team foul number 1 of the half.
Number 15, 3rd personal, first.
So Adigan with 3 fouls. She's been in foul trouble for most of the night here. 3:34 to go third quarter. Strine, the free throw for the tie is perfect. Her 16th point. That's tie number 9 of the night. 30 all. That ends the Hugoton 6-0 run. 3:34 here in the third stanza. Out is going to be Ella Beasley, and in is Dianella Alfaro for Hugoton. Second free throw for Strine, perfect. She has 17 and gives Scott City the 1-point lead. 31-30, our 5th lead change of the night, 3rd of this period. 3.5 to go third quarter. Salazar up top. Voss goes right side with a pass to Tinoco, back to Voss, left side to Salazar, back up top. Hugoton lost Abigail Slocum in the first quarter. Now Salazar launches a 3 for the lead. That rims in and out, and Avery Lewis grabs her 2nd board of the night, looking to extend their 1-point lead at Scott City as we approach 3 minutes to go third quarter. And now Metzger left baseline to Kendall Gentry. She'll fire a 3, too strong. Rebound Avery Lewis, and she somehow got it to Gentry. Will take it strong, high off the glass, and it drops in for 2. Gentry with the hustle play, 33-30, 2:50 to go third quarter. Gentry with 7 tonight for Scott City. And now Voss, a straightaway three for the tie. No, rebound. Scott City into the hands of Erica Felker with their 4th board of the night. Lady Beavers looking to add to their 3-point lead. 2.5 to go third quarter. Felker takes in the front court, finds Brooks trying the right elbow. Holds it now left side to Gentry. Looking to drive in now. With it is Metzger. Trying to go backside. Hits the backboard, or hits the basket, and now here's Strine with it driving in. Lays it up too strong that time. Tried to draw the 4th foul on Adigan, but could not. And the rebound back to Hugoton, down 3. 2 minutes to go third quarter. Up top to Salazar. Back it goes to Tinoco. They play it back up top to Salazar. Into Alfaro. They have 2 freshmen out on the court right now. Do the Lady Eagles of Hugoton and 3 seniors. Voss, here's a 3 for the tie. No. Rebound ripped away by Felker for Scott City. She has 5 boards tonight. 33-30 Scott City, minute 45 left, third stanza. Felker uses upper dribble, needs to find somebody to avoid a 5 count, finds Kendall Gentry. Almost, and it is almost stolen away that time, but they're going to say Voss fouled first. Says Nathan Morse. That's the 2nd foul on Voss, the 2nd team foul on Hugoton this half. Avery Lewis steps out. Back in is Megan Trout for Scott City with a minute 37 to go third quarter. Hugoton to sub in Jenny Armendariz to replace Emily Tinoco. Voss and Adigan have played all but 22-plus minutes for Hugoton tonight. They've rotated the others. Enda Strine backs her way in, shot up. Yes, it crawls in. She has 19, and Scott City matches her largest lead on a 6-0 run. They're up 35-30, under 90 seconds to go here in period 3. Up top to Voss, left side to Samaya Adigan. Adigan almost walked with it out high. Bounce pass in, it goes to Alfaro. Up top to Voss, they go to Adigan. She'll fire a 3. That was off to the right. Rebound. Voss crashes the board, saves it into play, but right into the hands of Megan Trout for Scott City. And a whistle and a foul. I'm not going to lie, that 3 looked good for Adigan, and that's the foul.
Number 12.
They're going to get Gianna Voss with a foul, and that's her 3rd. That's a huge foul as well with 1:07 to go third quarter, and Coach Emmanuel Adigan wants a full timeout. 1:07 to go third quarter. It's Scott City 35, Hugoton 30. Back in a minute. This is Beaver basketball.
For exceptional service in real estate, put Stephanie Shapland at Shapland Real Estate to work for you. Property homework is what we do best at Shapland Real Estate. We put forth every effort to get results that move you. Our expertise in buying and selling residential, commercial, and agriculture property is built on the tradition of trust and thoroughness that you deserve. Shapland Real Estate takes pride in our community and in cheering on our students in all that they do. Give Shapland Real Estate a call or visit our website today.
March 31st. Member FDIC.
Scott City looking to add to their 5-point lead in their 6-0 run. Hugoton extending their 2-3 zone out. Final minute of this third quarter. And it goes to Megan Trout. Now to Brooks Strine. Power dribble goes to her left, throws it up. A lot of contact. The late foul called. And that's going to send Strine to the line for 2 here with 53 seconds, or 52.9 to be exact, third period. That'll be on Julian Salazar, her first. Team's 4th. And 2 free throws for Strine. She has 19 points for Scott City tonight. And that one is good. It deadens off the back iron and drops home. 36-30, Lady Beavers with their largest lead at 6. It's the largest lead either side. Both actually, Hugoton jumped out to a 6-0 lead here. 52.9 to go third quarter. And that one misses by Strine. Adigan trying to track down the rebound in the corner, and she does. And now is trapped, and Scott City they do force a turnover in the left corner. And then we're going to get a holding foul. If that's on Adigan, that's her 4th foul. No, they're not going to get it on Adigan. Instead, that's on Danielle Alfaro. That's her first. Team's 5th. Adigan has 3, Voss has 3, Beasley has 3 for Hugoton. Scott City has Erica Felker with 3 fouls. So Scott City gets the turnover, the 11th of the night for Hugoton. Felker 3, no rebound. Trout goes up and she is fouled. She'll get 2 free throws. Megan Trout, her first start of the year tonight, has 6 rebounds and 2 points. And that's on Danielle Alfar, her second just like that. Hugoton with 6 fouls here with 40 seconds to go third quarter. Scott City has seen Hugoton go on a 3.5-minute drought as well. Trout's free throw, short. She is 2 of 3 at the line tonight, has 2 points. In for Hugoton will be Emily Tinoco to replace Danielle Alfaro. Scott City playing without Brinley Stevens and Cheyenne Kramer tonight. Hugoton has not had Abigail Slocum since early first quarter, and of course Mike and Hamlin has not played all year but could play later in the month. Free throw for Trout is good and hits 1 out of 2. 37-30, 40.1 to go third quarter, and Scott City with an 8-0 run. Their largest lead of the night at 7, but this is a dangerous enough Hugoton team. Pull-up jumper off the back iron, no. That one put up by Beasley, and Strine rips away the board for Scott City. She's nearing double-double territory. 25 seconds here in the third. Lady Beavers, the pass too high by Erica Felker trying to get it to Kendall Gentry. Also, Scott City's done a good job of cutting down the turnovers. That's their 3rd turnover of the game, or the quarter, 14th for the night. And Hugoton with the ball with 20 seconds to go third quarter, down 7. They have not scored in nearly 4 minutes. Salazar left side as Scott City's in a 2-3 zone. Voss back up top to Adigan. She'll fire a 3, and that is off to left. Rebound tracked down by Felker with 8 seconds to go third quarter. Scott City can add to the lead. Felker Metzger for 3. Too strong. Rebound. That time Hugoton as Trout mistimed her jump, and that'll be the end of the third quarter. Scott City goes on a 13-6 run. Hugoton does not score for the final 4 minutes of the third quarter. 37-30 Scott City lead after 3. Back in a minute. This is Scott City Beaver basketball. This is Scott City Beaver basketball.
Feed Yard is dedicated to investing in our facilities and staff to provide the best experience possible for the cattle feeder and, in the end, the consumers of our product. We are always in the market to purchase corn and other commodities from local producers. Call our office at 620-872-2111 for current pricing. Our dedicated employees and their families are very important to us, and we are proud of their children that are current Beavers and individuals that will grow into those roles in the future. Fairleigh Feed Yard is privileged to support Scott City youth and are honored to cheer on the Beavers.
If you are in the market for a new or used vehicle, check out J&R Car and Truck Center of Scott City. J&R Car and Truck has a fully trained service and part staff for repairs on most makes and models of vehicles. Locally owned and operated, J&R Car and Truck Center provides over 250 new and used vehicles in stock and ready to be delivered. Stop on in and check out jrcarandtruck.com for your next vehicle. J&R Car and Truck Center, your Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC dealership in Scott City.
Here on KSKL Scott City, as we're at the top of the hour, fourth quarter underway. Hugoton ball down 7, 37-30. They've only hit 1 3 tonight. Here's a Beasley jumper, deadens off the back iron, and Megan Trout with her 7th rebound at career high. Scott City tonight led by Brooke Strine with 20 points and 9 rebounds unofficially. And now left side as they have a 7-point lead. Erica Felker with 7 and Kendall Gentry with 7. Felker drives in. She'll take it to the rack. Her layup is, halfway in and out. And it's into the hands of Samaya Adigan for the board. Scott City did everything right on that possession, but finish. Here's Voss the other way. She scores it. She has 18. And that ends the 8-0 Scott City run, 37-32, 7:23 to go. Samaya Adigan has 10. Voss 18. That's 28 of Hugoton's 32 points tonight. Kendall Gentry with it, goes left side to Metzger. Trying to get it now to Strine, now right side. It goes to Felker up top to Gentry. Good passing by Scott City, trying to break the zone into track. Great position, goes up, and she is fouled. That's on Ella Beasley. That is her 4th foul with 7:04 to go in the fourth quarter. And that is team foul number 7 on Hugoton. Scott City's been whistled for 2 fouls here in this second half. And Trout back to the line where she is 3 of 4 there tonight, has 3 points. Free throw number 1 is perfect. 38-32, 7:04 left in this one. Hugoton to sub in Danny Armendariz, the sophomore, to replace Ella Beasley, who checks out with 2 points and 4 fouls. Lady Beavers 12 of 15 at the line. Hugoton 7 of 9. And make it 13 of 16 as Trout has 5, all from the charity line, and pushes the Scott City lead back to 7. First minute of the fourth quarter gone. 39-32 Scott City. Up top, here's Adigan driving in, goes left side to Tinoco. Back up top, stolen away by Kendall Gentry in the pass. 12th Hugoton turnover. Both teams have done a better job taking care of the ball in the second half. Into Trout to foul line, right side to Felker, looking to drive in. Her jumper bounces off. Rebound into the hands of Metzger, but she dribbles it out of bounds, and it'll belong to Hugoton. A good effort there nonetheless with 6:41 to go. Hugoton's ball down 39-32. Scott City trying to win here in this building for the first time since December of 2018. Snap a 3-game losing streak in this building, and actually about a 4-game losing streak and 6 in this series. Now we're going to whistle, and that's going to be a tie-up. Good job by Metzger with the tie-up out high, and Hugoton will turn the ball back over with 6:27 left. Same time, when does Scott, you don't want to be too patient here, but you want to be also aggressive as well. Hugoton can come back in a hurry, and here's with a Gentry up top, and she may have gotten away with a push, a charge up top. Trying to get some separation now here driving in. Strine goes up, misses it off to the right, can't get the rebound. Saved by Trout, but she was on the baseline. A good effort there. Both teams have gone a little sluggish from the field here in this first 2 minutes of this fourth quarter as we're down to 6:07 left. Hugoton with the ball down 39-32. Scott City's led it most of the second half. Hugoton led it 30-29, then the Lady Beavers closed out on an 8-0 run to close the third quarter out. 5:50 to go in this game. Voss with it. Now we'll skip it over right side to Salazar. And it goes to Tinoco, and she gets fouled. That'll be Scott City's third team foul in the second half with 5:44 to go. That'll be on Kendall Gentry, her second foul. And Avery Lewis will be in to replace Megan Trout here with 5:44 remaining in this one. Scott City 39, Hugoton 32. The Eagles, the triggered up top to Gianna Voss. She has 3 fouls. And now Voss right side. Salazar launches a 3. Too strong. That is going to be last touch, they'll say, by Tinoco, and it'll belong to Scott City. Hugoton has only had 1 field goal here in the last 8.5 minutes of play. Lewis to inbound it, gets it to Kendall Gentry. Hugoton looking to trap. Now Avery Lewis finds Brooke Strine, now to Mackenzie Metzger. She will try to dump it, but throw it away. 15th Scott City turnover. Tried to get it underneath there, and then Scott City pokes it away. Hugoton's 14th turnover. Tried to get it into Felker on the backside, but pretty quick hands that time by Adigan. Gentry with it up top. Wraparound past Avery Lewis. 5:14 to work. She'll drive in. Her runner's off to the right. Rebound. Strine grabs it. Will go up, miss it. Rebound tipped around and into the hands of Gianna Voss, and she's on the run for Hugoton. She'll take it all the way. Her layup is no good, but she's going to have 2 free throws. And Kendall Gentry picks up foul number 3 with 5:02 to go. Team foul number 4 of the half.
Their personal 4th team foul. At the line for Hugoton, number 12, Gianna Voss.
And 2 free throws coming up here. First to 2, rimming in and out. She has 18 to lead Hugoton tonight. Voss and Adigan have not checked out of the lineup. Actually, Adigan did with about maybe 6 seconds left in the first half. Voss's second free throw. That one crawls off as well, and Strine collects her 11th rebound, a double-double for Strine. 20 points and 11 boards as we're under 5 to go. Both teams only 2 points in this fourth quarter at 39-32 for Scott City. Felker goes left corner, and now into Strine. Catches it out high to Metzger from 16. Too strong on the rebound to Gianna Voss for Hugoton as she rips it away from Avery Lewis. Hugoton in transition, layup to Tinoco. No, rebound Strine for Scott City. Boy, Hugoton did everything right but finish it there. Here with 4.5 to go. Scott City, yet with without a field goal here in this fourth quarter. They have not had one since minute 30 mark of the third quarter. Gentry with it up top and gets stripped out of there by Salazar. Salazar takes it all the way. The layup is good. It's a 5-point game. And Scott City's lead is down to 39-34. Timeout. Scott City will take it as well with 4:15 to go. This is Beaver basketball. 4:15 to go. This is
You are in the market for a new or used vehicle? Check out J&R Car and Truck Center of Scott City. J&R Car and Truck has a fully trained service and parts staff for repairs on most makes and models of vehicles. Locally owned and operated, J&R Car and Truck Center provides over 250 new and used vehicles in stock and ready to be delivered. Stop on in and check out jrcarandtruck.com for your next vehicle. J&R Car and Truck Center, your Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC dealership in Scott City.
There's nothing more spacious than Western Kansas, and nobody closer than our communities. We are determined to keep our communities connected to schools, kids to teachers and parents. We believe a connected world is a better place. We're more than what we do for our hometowns. It's what we do with our hometowns. S&T is proud to be your family, your friends, your neighbor.
Brought to you by Wheatland Electric, delivering energy for life, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Scott City to trigger it in out of the timeout. They have 2 timeouts left. Lewis trying to get it in to avoid the 5 count. Voss will knock it out of bounds with 4:13 to go. 39-34. Hugoton has cut the deficit down to 5 here on Scott City. The Lady Beavers will let it for most of the second half, and now Avery Lewis will inbound it in a different spot as 1 or 2 seconds ticked off the clock. Lewis trying to trigger it in, gets it into Erica Felker, splits the defenders, and she'll slow it down, and we'll take it in the front court as we approach the halfway point of this fourth quarter. A 5-point Scott City lead. Be patient, and there's a good look to Strine, who misses a layup, got her own rebound, loses it out of bounds, but then they're going to say she touched it last with 3:59 to go, and now Hugoton can cut it even closer. Got to wonder if Strine's getting a little fatigued underneath there as well. She has not hit a shot. She's missed all 3 of her shots in this fourth quarter. 39-34, Hugoton with the ball. And when you have Voss and Adigan who can shoot the threes, they can be dangerous, but Scott City equalizes that with a steal. Hugoton's 15th error of the night. The Lady Beavers will have the ball. 3:38 to go, up 5, 39-34. They have not hit a field goal in this fourth quarter. Shrine holds it, now gets it out to Felker, back into Strine, goes in, puts it up. No, but she is fouled, and she'll get 2 free throws. With 3:27 to go, they'll get the foul on Emily Tinoco, her first. Team's 9th. Make that 8th team foul, excuse me. That's their second foul of the fourth quarter. I think it should be the 9th, but anyways, 2 free throws for Strine. First at 2 is good, makes it 40-34. 3:27 to go. 21 points for the senior as Ella Beasley, the sophomore, checking in for Emily Tinoco, checks out. Correction, yeah, that is right. That is 8 team fouls. They had 6 in the third quarter, did Hugoton. Strine's second free throw is true. She has 22, 41-34. Back to a 3-score game. 3:25 to go. Long ways to go in this one. Back up top, here's Adigan, pulls up in the paint. Jumper off to the right. Rebound loose, but picked up by Ella Beasley. She'll go up, missed it, gets her own rebound, and she is fouled. It's a foul on the floor on Megan Trouter first, and team's 5th of the half. Here with 3:14 to go.
First personal, 5th team foul.
And it'll be Kendall Gentry replacing Avery Lewis here. And it'll be Salazar to inbound it in for Hugoton. Down 7. The lob in, it goes to Samaya Adigan, guarded by Metzger. Adigan throws it left corner to Salazar. She will launch a 3 and bury it. 5 for her on this quarter. It's now a 4-point game with 3:01 to go, and Coach Emmanuel Adigan wants time. 41-37. It's a full timeout with 3:01 to go. We'll be back in a minute. This is Beaver basketball. Timeout with 3:01 to go. We'll be back in a minute. This is
protect it.
Scott City has yet to hit a field goal in this fourth quarter. In fact, all 4 of their points in the fourth. Oh, Scott City's going to throw it away off the inbounds. Their 18th turnover, and Hugoton down 4 of the ball under 3 minutes to go. Here's a 3 by Adigan. That is off to the left. Rebound, Megan Trout for Scott City, who just was inserted back in the lineup, and now to Felker. Hugoton and Scott City both only hit 2 threes tonight. Felker to Gentry left side with 2:44 to go. Holds it, will put it on the floor, and that ball deflected but picked back up by Gentry. She will be fouled out high by Julian Salazar, her second, and that's the final 1-and-1 tonight for Scott City. Gentry to the line for a 1-and-1 with 2:36 to go and a 4-point Scott City lead at 41-37. Julian Salazar launched a 3 in the left corner. Doesn't normally hit very many threes for Hugoton. From the 1-1 for Gentry, too strong. Rebound, Adigan, and here she comes on the run. Adigan with 5 boards tonight, and she has the ball. Scott City now 15 of 20 from the line tonight. 2:25 to go, 4-point lead. Left corner, Voss fires the 3. Airballed right into the hands of Erica Felker with her 6th rebound of the night. Felker will bring it across here with 2:18 to go. She'll be guarded by Voss, and now a trap out high. Bounce pass stolen away, and another turnover, 19th turnover. Lead pass to Voss, and this is a 2-point game. 20 points for Voss, 41-39, a 5-0 Hugoton run as we approach 2 to go. Here Scott City just trying to play with the ball out high and force Hugoton to foul you. Now to Trout, out to Metzger. She'll drive right side, pull up, big shot. Yes! Oh, what a big shot from Metzger. 43-39 with 1:50 to go. Their first field goal in nearly 8 minutes, and Scott City back up to a 2-possession lead with 100 seconds to go. Right side it goes to Salazar. Cutting is Beasley. Shot blocked by Strine, and the rebound to Gentry. Down to 90 seconds to go. Scott City trying to come out with a victory here. Felker almost walked with it, finds Mackenzie Metzger. Here's Strine, and his backs are weighing up top. Felker wisely pulls it back out, and then it's stolen by Voss, and it's a foul as well. Foul on Felker, her 4th with 1:18 to go. That's the final foul to give for Scott City.
Foul called on Scott City, number 12, 4th personal.
And timeout by Coach Amy Felker. She'll use one of her final 2 timeouts left. It will be a full. We'll take a 1-minute break as well with 1:18 to go. 43-39 Scott City. This is Beaver basketball.
Scott City Eye Center has been a leading provider of optometry services and vision care products in the Scott City community since 1999. Our experienced eye doctors offer comprehensive vision examinations that our Scott City Optometry office specializes in the diagnosis and treatment of a wide array of eye diseases, conditions, and problems. We use advanced diagnostic technology, and we are committed to improving the quality of life. Give yourself the gift of clear vision by scheduling an appointment with Dr. Joshua Gooden, OD, today.
Scott City just turned it over, and they had a foul on Erica Felker, her 4th, with 1:18 to go. Hugoton's ball out of the timeout, taken by Scott City. 43-39. We approach minute 10 to go. Hugoton's ball with Julian Salazar. Now to Beasley up top to Adigan. Fires a 3, and that is on target, and it's down. It's a 1-point game. 43-42 with 1:04 to go. Scott City will inbound it to Gentry, back to Felker. Final minute of this one, and now Felker needs help, finds Gentry. She'll take it in the front court. 55 seconds to go, and she is fouled. The 10th team foul on Scott City, or on Hugoton rather, and that sends Gentry to the line for 2 free throws. Deanna Armendariz with their first. 54.5 seconds to go. Hugoton is on a 12-6 run in this 4th quarter. They have pulled it to the 1, the closest they have been for most of the second half. Gentry to the line for 2. First to 2. Oh man, that went in and out. 54.5 seconds to go, and Hugoton is at 2 threes in this 4th quarter to pull to within 1. They have 3 for the game. Gentry looking for her 8th point. Oh, man, that went in and out, and Hugoton with the rebound and with a chance to take the lead back. Here's Adigan with it, 48 seconds to go. Salazar looking to dish it in, does so to Beasley. Back to Salazar with 40 seconds to go. Voss, left side, it goes to Adigan. 38 seconds to go. Hugoton with the ball down 43-42, and Coach Emmanuel Adigan will burn one of his final 2 timeouts left with 36.6 to go. Scott City up by 1, 43-42. It's a 30-second timeout. Both teams down to 1 timeout left. Scott City has a 30-second timeout. Hugoton has a full timeout. Possession arrow favors, I believe, Hugoton, and it does here with 36.6 seconds to go. Team foul situation. Hugoton has 10 fouls in this half. Scott City has 6. But Hugoton has hit their field goals in this 4th quarter. Scott City's only had 1 field goal in the 4th quarter. They are 4 of 7 at the line in this 4th quarter. 15-21 for the game. It's a 1-point Scott City lead. They've led for most of the second half. Hugoton's only lead in the second half came at 30-29 with 4:04 to go 3rd quarter. Hugoton went on about a 4.5-minute field goal drought in that process. They'll inbound it into Voss right at half court. 25 seconds to go, gets a screen. Bounce pass right side to Salazar out high. Goes left to Adigan with 28 seconds to go. Up top it goes. With it is Salazar. Guarded by Lewis. Back he goes to Adigan. Drives left side. Almost lost the dribble. 20 seconds ago, they tried to get it into Voss. She gets it, and that's going to be a whistle, and that's going to be it for Felker. With 17.5 seconds to go, Felker fouls out with 7 points. With 17.5 seconds, Erica Felker fouls out, and team foul number 7 on Scott City. A 1-and-1 for Voss, though. With 17.5 seconds, she has stepped up big. 20 points for her tonight. By the way, this game has a lot with seeding coming up here for the Sterling tournament. Those brackets should be out maybe Monday or Tuesday next week as Megan Trout checks in for hers. So Scott City's general on the court there, Felker exits with 7 points with 17.5 seconds. 1-and-1 here for Voss. Fires it. It's off to the left. Rebound Strine for Scott City. And now Strine will dribble it, try to get in the front court. Will stop with 11 seconds. She is trapped, and we get a timeout with 9.6 to go. Oh, my. It's a 30-second timeout. The Lady Beavers are out of timeouts with 9.6 to go, hanging on to a 1-point lead here at 43-42. Strine picked up her 13th rebound after the front end. The 1-1 for Voss went off to the left. Can Scott City, I would think probably for the Lady Beavers, they're out of timeouts. Best case scenario, if you can take it into the backcourt and try to dribble it out and make Hugoton foul you. With 9.6 seconds to go, 43-42 your score. It'll be Kendall Gentry to inbound it. You have Brooke Strine, Mackenzie Metzger, Megan Trout also in there. And now Gentry to inbound it with 9 seconds to go. Who can she get it into? And she does get it to Strine. He stays in, holds it. Now she'll put on the floor, and she is fouled with 6.7 to go. 2 free throws for Strine. That fell on Gianna Voss, her 4th. Or no, correction, Samaya Adigan, that's her 4th. With 6.7 to go, Strine with 2 big free throws coming up. She has 22 tonight.
For Scott City, number 3.
Lady Beavers hanging on here, trying to survive in Hugoton tonight. First free throw. Yes! 44-42, 6.7 to go. Strine with 23 tonight. Right around a career high. Just to make it a 3-point game. It's good, 45-42, 6.7 to go. Do not let Hugoton shoot a 3. We get a timeout first before Hugoton with 5.5 seconds to go. They are now out of timeouts. We'll step aside for a 30-second timeout. This is Scott City basketball.
We'll step
aside for a third.
Women at every stage of life want a healthcare experience uniquely theirs, where excellence meets elegance and healthcare is personalized just for you. Scott County Hospital and Scott City Clinic's skilled physicians and nurses will help your family prepare for the birth of your baby. The private, comfortable, secure rooms for labor, delivery, and postpartum care include jacuzzi tubs for pain management during labor. Call Scott City Clinic to set an appointment today. We put our heart in healthcare.
Scott City Eye Center supports all areas school activities.
Scott City hanging on here. 45-42 they lead with 5.5 seconds to go in the game. Brooks Dry with 24 points and 13 rebounds unofficially tonight to lead Scott City. Erica Felker fouled out 12.5 seconds ago. Kendall Gentry has 7. Felker had 7. Only one field goal for Scott City in the fourth quarter, and that came from Mackenzie Metzger for her first 2 points of the night. Megan Trout has come up big at the foul line for Scott City. She has 5. Hugoton is led tonight by Gianna Voss, who has 20, and 13 from Samaya Adigan. Can Scott City survive and win one here on the road? 5.5 seconds go. Avery Lewis to guard the inbounds of Julian Salazar. 45-42 is your score. She gets it into Adigan. Steps back. Here's a 3 for the tie. No good! Rebound, Hugoton. They'll throw it up and short, and Scott City survives. What a game tonight. The Lady Beavers pick up a huge win and snap a 3-game losing streak in this building. 45-42. Scott City also snaps a 3-game losing streak. They're now 4-4 on the year. Hugoton has now lost 3 in a row. They're 3-4. A huge win for Scott City here tonight. What a wild finish here tonight here in Hugoton. Post-game show to begin after this 3-minute timeout. This is Scott City Beaver basketball. This is Scott City Beaver basketball.
To us, it's about so much more than just providing the technology. It's about enriching the communities we live in, because your community is our community. Where you live, where you work, where you play, we do too. Whatever you do, and wherever you are, our service supports you. Next Tech Wireless, we are Kansas.
your dog ungroomed and smelly? Then come on by the new and improved Wagon Wash, located at 501 Jackson Street in Scott City, Kansas. We added on a dog wash for your pet's hygienic needs. There are 6 different modes you can choose from: shampoo, oatmeal conditioner, rinse, odor control, flea and tick, and blow dry. Our facilities are regularly cleaned, and we have a vending machine full of treats for you and your pet. Follow us on Facebook at Wagon Wash Car Wash.
Rick Strine would hit 2 free throws with 6 seconds to go, and Scott City survived a 3-point shot and a follow-up to win it, and still one on the road here tonight, 45-42. Once again, your post-game show presented by Scott City Ace Hardware. I'm Adam Kadavy. What a gutsy road victory here tonight for the Lady Beavers, who snapped a 3-game losing streak and also a 3-game losing streak here in Hugoton. Lady Beavers won here last in the 2018-19 season. That was in December, right before Christmas. They escaped with a 2-point victory. Here they win by 3 by the count of 45-42. And they also snap a 6-game losing streak in the process to the Hugoton Lady Eagles, who played a little shorthanded, as did Scott City tonight. Final numbers in this game. Scott City gutted one out. They had some serious foul trouble. They had their point guard, Erica Felker, foul out late in the game, but Brooke Strine stepped up huge. 24 points and unofficially 13 rebounds. Her 13th rebound was one of the most important moments of the game, with 17 seconds to go off a miss of a front end of a 1-and-1. 7 points each for Kendall Gentry and Erica Felker. Megan Trout, her first career start, she stepped up with 5 tonight. And 2 points for Kinsey Metzger. She had Scott City's lone field goal in the 4th quarter. The Beavers had 15 fouls, 20 turnovers, and 7 steals, 26 total rebounds, 16 on the defensive glass and 10 on the offensive side. They were 17 of 23 at the foul line tonight. For Hugoton, what a great effort tonight by them as well. They had 20 from the senior Gianna Voss, who is headed to Florida Southern to play college basketball at the Division II level. 20 points for Voss. Samaya Adigan hit a huge 3 in the 4th quarter that pulled Hugoton within 1. She finished with 13 points. She battled a lot of foul trouble really from the 2nd quarter on. After that, that was 33 of their 42 points. You had Julian Salazar, the senior. She stepped up big for them in the 4th quarter with 5 points on the 4th quarter, including an open 3 she hit. Dina Armendariz had 2 for Hugoton, and Ella Beasley had 2 as well for Hugoton in their 42 points. Tonight, Hugoton had 16 fouls. They had 15 turnovers. They also had 11 steals, 13 defensive rebounds, 6 offensive boards for a total of 19 rebounds. Scott City had a glaring advantage on the glass for a long time. Hugoton cut that down a little bit, but still, Scott City owned the glass 26-19. Hugoton at the line tonight, they struggled there a little bit as they went 7 of 11. They were 0 of 2 in the 4th quarter at the line as a team. Lady Beavers come out of here with a victory tonight, 45-42. Let's take a 30-second break, and we'll come back with the boys pregame with head coach Brian Gentry. A 30-second break here. This is Scott City basketball. This is Scott City basketball.
White's Food Liner is located at 1314 South Main Street in Scott City, Kansas. They are open daily from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. Home delivery is available Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. just by calling 620-872-5854. They are a full-service grocery store offering a wide selection of varieties at affordable prices. Sign up today for their mobile app. Look for it in the App Play Store under White's Food Liner. Don't forget to visit today.
Welcome back to
back after break weren't the sharpest, but the last few have been really good. You know, a lot of energy in there. You know, really good things happening. You know, so our guys are right now they're in a good place, and it's going to be a very tough challenge. Obviously, our guys have done a really good job, and you know, every one of them, if you went through the lineup, would agree. You know, it was a pretty poor showing for us against Goodland. Not a lot of ball movement. We kind of let it stick, you know, didn't get any ball reversals and things like that. So just being a little bit more patient, taking what the defense gives you, but also making the defense work a little bit more is going to be key for us.
You have to like what you saw, really, even though in a 4-3 stretch there for you guys, an improvement from years past in the month of December. There were some pretty positives that you guys did have.
Yeah, you know, we started the year off really well, able to get out to, you know, the 3-0 start. And, you know, a lot of that was, you know, based upon our ability to get stops and get out in transition. You know, as we've went through the last few games, you know, offenses have made us work a little bit more. We haven't been able to get into our transition game as much. And, you know, I think it's just human nature. Whenever games get tight, you kind of have that, you know, I want to take over mentality instead of we. You know, and we didn't allow our teammates to make plays. We tried to make too many plays on our own too early in our possession. So we've got to allow our teammates to make plays. We've got to, you know, work the ball, get paint touches, and just trust that, you know, each guy is going to make the right read and the right play. And, you know, if we're able to do that, you know, our guys are going to continue to get better.
Once again, it is Coach Brian Gentry here. Pregame tonight. Scott City faces Hugoton. And this is a team that's 4-2 on the year, but their losses are to Hayes and also to Olathe West. This is a pretty solid team here, and they've won 3 in a row after starting the year off 1-2, and it really starts with their 2 guards.
Yeah, Riley and Carson are really good basketball players. Obviously, guys that have spent a lot of time in the gym in the off season, especially. You know, they're solid. You know, Riley, I don't know that there's many guys out there that can get as hot as he can. He is extremely streaky. You know, he might miss 3 in a row, but come back with 4 in a row that he makes. Nothing's going to, you know, bother him. Carson's really good off the bounce. He's a physical player. He likes to take smaller guards in and post them up, so you've got to be able to eliminate some of those touches. They're one of the top teams, you know, out here for sure. You know, in 4A, them, you know, moving up, it helps a lot of 3A schools for sure. But I think they're still going to have, you know, pretty good opportunity because they're going to be a tough out for anybody, you know, as the season progresses. And, you know, Trey's done a really good job of setting them up for, you know, playing in 4A, playing, you know, in a bigger, you know, division as far as sub-state goes. You know, this summer they played in the highest divisions down in the you know, KU team camp that we all went to. And then they competed. Yeah, they're a very good team. It's going to take a very good effort for, you know, from our guys. But, you know, talking to our guys yesterday, they're very excited for the opportunity. So we look forward to the challenge because that's what it's going to be. And we've got to stay disciplined defensively. And we've got to make them work and, you know, get quality looks on offense.
Should be a good one here tonight. Scott City taking on the Hugoton Eagles. Coach Brian Gentry joining me pregame. Coach, thanks again for the time and good luck to you guys.
All right, thanks, Adam.
That was once again the comments from head coach Brian Gentry as the Scott City boys momentarily will take on the Hugoton Eagles on the boys' side. We're going to go back real quickly to the girls' side. Lady Beavers survive one here and escape with a 3-point victory as Coach Amy Felker joins me. Coach, congratulations. You knew coming into tonight you were going to be down 2 starters and 2 contributors here. You went with a 6-player rotation and even a little bit deeper in the second quarter because of foul trouble. What a gutsy win on the road for you guys.
You know, it was a big win, especially being here at Hugoton, and they're a good, solid ball club. Our girls really reacted to the defenses they put on and did some really great things.
You know, you started down 6-0 to begin the ball game, and you got it tied up there at the end of the first quarter. You had a little foul trouble in that first half. You had Avery Lewis with 2 fouls in the first quarter. She did not play after the second foul. You put her on the bench, and then Erica picks up her second foul in the second quarter. That was a big roll of the dice there to really keep them out and not play them out there with 2 fouls in a tight ball game.
You know, I really went with a young team, and, you know, I trusted that their defense would be there for them. And we just went to a straight 2-3, and they really took on their job and took it to heart and played hard for all those minutes. So I'm super proud of those girls that really stepped up in that second quarter. it just stayed close. So I wasn't risking trying to get that third foul on either of them.
Oh, absolutely not. And, it's one of those deals, too. That's a tough situation to be in, but you kept it tied at the break at 24, and then you made your big run in that third quarter. And really, throughout the whole 32 minutes, Brooke played the whole 32 minutes. I don't think she ever stepped off the court, but boy, what a big performance for her, and you guys were able to take advantage of that mismatch all night.
We knew going into this that Brooke could have a really good game. Unfortunately, that's Hugoton's weakness is the inside game, and we really took it at them, and we got some fouls on them, and we just kept going strong, and she just performed well. I'm super proud of her effort. She kept battling. She could have said, I'm tired, take me out, but she didn't. She wanted to play, and, I couldn't have asked for more from her.
Yeah, the more I think about this, you guys have really never been in this late game situation like this with the lead all year. You guys have had your wins, but they've come with maybe a little bit more of a cushion here. And that 7-point lead evaporated pretty quickly down to 1 late stage of the game. And how would you maybe assess your team's play there down the stretch, playing with that lead when Hugoton kept punching and punching and punching?
We just got to make sure we stick with the game plan. There was one time that we kind of left the shooter wide open, and they capitalized on it. But for the most part, we didn't panic. We stayed within the game plan. We knew what we needed to do, and we hit some free throws late, and they just worked hard, and that's a good learning for all of us.
Free throws are big for you. Megan Trout got her first career start. She was big at the line there tonight at I believe it was 5 of 6.
That's good. She stepped up. I told her coming in, she really needed to go to the boards and get some offensive rebounds and those putbacks. And that's what put her on the free throw line, is going to the boards and finding the basket. So, she played well.
Through all that in the fourth quarter, you only had 1 field goal, and it was McKenzie's runner there. And I know with that lead there, you're probably thinking, oh, no, yes.
I was on the court, or I was on the sideline going, pull it out. And she made it, and I was like, okay, never mind. And all the girls are laughing at me on the bench. So, sometimes you just feel what's in your gut, and you do it, and, it worked out for us.
Well, you get a week off here and back into the practice gym there for a few more days and get ready for a very good Holcomb team coming in next week who had a big win against Colby last night.
Holcomb's playing well. They're little, but they're quick and scrappy and can shoot the three. So we're going to have to be ready to defend a lot of shooters. And on the same token, we got to have the same game plan as tonight, and we got to attack hard on the inside and get some of those girls in foul trouble.
Congratulations on the big road victory. Enjoy this, Coach, and we'll see you next week.
Thanks, Adam.
All right, once again, Coach Amy Felker joining us here, recapping the girls, or the Lady Beavers won it here on the road tonight, 45-42. Let's take a 2-minute timeout. We'll come back and set the scene for the boys here with Scott City and Hugoton. Back in 2 minutes. This is Scott City Beaver basketball.
The world needs more farmers, people who know the land, people who support rural communities, people who are as diverse as each acre they care for. But unless you've been born and raised on a family farm, it's nearly impossible to become a farmer. That's why we are building a team of people from our hometown and across the world to do what they love. We are not just a family farm. We are a multi-family farm. We are Volgamore Family Farms.
Heating and Cooling of Scott City is a proud sponsor of Beaver activities. Brent and Angie take pride in helping our activities and support our students 100%. They can also help you with any heating and cooling needs that you have. Give Faroe Heating and Cooling a call at 620-872-3508 and see if they can help you with your needs today. Western State Bank proudly supports Scott Community High School students and athletes as they prepare for another great year of achievements. Just as our students prepare for another successful year, we encourage you to be prepared for whatever life may bring you. Stop in and talk with the knowledgeable staff at Western State Bank, whether it be a new home loan, financing for your business, or any one of our checking and savings account options. We're here to help you. Make sure to check out all of our internet banking options provided at WSBKS.com. Western State Bank, member FDIC. And as always, go Beavers!
Your community, our home also.
Back here inside Hugoton High School as we get you set for the boys' side of things here tonight with Scott City and Hugoton. Hugoton riding a 3-game winning streak into tonight's game. Scott City trying to snap a 2-game skid here, but it's going to be a tough one here for the Beaver boys tonight as they take on a very good Hugoton team that's really had a pretty good start here to the season here. Scott City at 4-3, one of their better starts since 2016-17, but looking to go 1-0 in 2023. Tonight ahead of them is a very good Hugoton Eagle team here. Hugoton comes in averaging 68 points a game, and in their 3-game winning streak, they've scored 82, 68, and 75. All in at least a 41-point victory, a 33-point victory, and a 37-point victory. Their last outing was on the 20th of December when they won 75-38 over the Liberal Redskins right here in this gymnasium in their home opener. So this is a team that is on a roll right now, and the Scott City looking to snap a 2-game streak. They're in a pretty tough stretch here. They'll have Holcomb next Friday night, and then the Sterling Invitational Tournament coming up here in 10 days or so. But let's see how things will go here tonight. Here as we'll introduce the starters here momentarily, and we will have the tip-off here. But Scott City will have a little bit of a different lineup. We'll get to that here in a little bit, as well as Hugoton's starting lineup.
With 10 years of experience, Jamie at JW Enterprise can repair your windshield quickly and conveniently. Even if you don't have time to make it to the shop, Jamie can fix your windshield from your home, or he can come get your vehicle for you. JW Enterprise is insured and Safe Flight certified. He might be operating under a different name, but Jamie still provides the same quality of service. Let Jamie at JW Enterprise fix that chip in your windshield now. Find JW Enterprise on Facebook or give him a call at 785-260-7773.
Adding value to our community has been our priority since day one. That's why the Scott Co-op is here with 8 elevator locations, 2 service stations, 5 card trolls, bulk fuel and oil delivery, as well as a full-service agronomy department, including agronomy services, seed, chemical, fertilizer, and custom application. Visit us online at scottcoop.com or download our app for more information. Scott Co-op is a proud supporter of our local communities.
As your local community foundation, we are dedicated to preserving local wealth so the communities in and around Scott County will forever remain an attractive place to live, work, and raise a family. We respond to the needs of our community through grant making, scholarships, and other special projects. To learn more, visit us online at scottcf.org.
For exceptional service in real estate, put Stephanie Chaplin.
Oh, go ahead and bring it back after this commercial here. I'm sorry.
And Ram truck dealer in all of western Kansas, located under the Great American Flag in Dodge City.
Starting lineups presented by Security State Bank in Scott City and Leota Free Bill Pay and Online Banking. Safe, secure, and easy to use. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender. For the Beavers of Scott City, a little slight adjustment to their lineup tonight as they're coached by Brian Gentry in his 7th season. Dylan Duff will get his first career start tonight on the varsity. He is a 5'9" junior, still looking for his first points this year in varsity. He averages 1.3 rebounds a game. Dylan Metzger, the 6'1" senior, 10.3 points, 2.6 rebounds a contest. Avery Nola, 6'3" junior, 5 points, 4 rebounds a game. The 6'5" sophomore Jackson Rumford averages 16.7 points and 10.7 rebounds a game. And Lawson Bailey, the 6'1" senior, 8.6 points and 5.7 boards a game. For Hugoton, they're coached by the 2015 high school graduate of Scott Community High School, Trey O'Neill, second year here. Led him to state last year. Deshaun Lewis, a 5'10" junior, at 6.8 points, 4.2 assists per game. Riley Riddlesberger, a 6'2" senior, averages 18 points and 2 assists a game. Carson Bennett, a 6'2" senior, at 15.8 points and 6.5 boards a game. Isaac Martin, a 6'2" junior, at 9.6 points and 4.6 rebounds a game. And Emmett Gaskell, a 6'3" junior, he averages 8.3 points, 4 boards a game. Those are your starting lineups presented by Security State Bank. Keys to the game tonight presented by State Farm agent Michael Trower. We go with the proven winner. For Scott City, the big key tonight is do not get rattled here. Just play poised throughout. Second key, just play loose, play with nothing to lose. Those are your keys to the game presented by State Farm agent Michael Trout. Scott City, the Beavers tonight will be wearing the road light blue uniforms with the white numbers and letters with the dark blue trim. Hugoton in their home white tops tonight, blue numbers and letters and red trim. It will be Jackson Rumford tipping against Isaac Martin here in game 2 of this doubleheader. Hugoton and Scott City split the doubleheader, or the season series, last year. As Nathan Morse, the official, to throw this one up in the air, and it's tipped and won by Hugoton. We're underway. The Eagles 4-2 on the year. Scott City 4-3. Scott City opens up in a man defense. They'll work it over to Deshaun Lewis. He gets a screen quickly guarded, then right side. Driving in, here's Gaskell. Back out high to Lewis. Wanted to take the 3 guarded by Duff, and now to Carson Bennett. Bennett drives around Knoll, clicks it right corner. Here's Lewis for 3. Good. This is a very good 3-point shooting team. 3-0 here with 7.5 to go first quarter. Some of the, probably one of the top tandems of guards you'll find in this region, and maybe even 3A, 4A ranks, even in, of course, 4A this year. Scott City's first possession. Metzger with the ball, guarded by Riddlesberger, drives in on him, pivots, flips a tough shot up, off to left, and the rebound to Isaac Martin. 1-0 for Scott City on their first trip down, and the layup on the other end is good for Carson Bennett, and they're off to a 5-0 lead as we're a minute into this game. So Scott City falling behind early here as Hugoton playing a good man-to-man defense up top to Dylan Metzger. Metzger with it. Will lob it into Rumford toward the left block. Backs his way in on Martin. Nice pivot move. He'll lay it up off the glass. Rushed it. And the rebound to Deshaun Lewis. Had a good look at Rumford, but missed it. Now left corner goes Riddlesberger. Catch and shoot 3. Too strong. Rebound Avery Knoll. Has it stripped out of his hands and picked up by Bennett, and Hugoton with another crack at it. And here's a 3, good. Bennett with 2. He had a foot on the line, 7-0 Hugoton, 6:24 to go first quarter. They have come out with the energy here in the early going. They have hit 3 of their first 4 shots. Scott City 0 of 2 to begin. Bailey with it up top. They work it around the perimeter to Duff. Nice backdoor cut. Here's Metzger, right corner to Bailey for a 3. Yes! Lawson Bailey with his 9th 3 of the year gets Scott City on the board at the 6-minute mark of the first quarter at 7-3. The Beavers definitely needed that one. They're 25% from 3-point range coming into tonight, and trail it here early 7-3. Here's to Isaac Martin. His shot stuffed that time by Rumford, and out of bounds. It'll belong to the Hugoton Eagles with 5:46 to work first quarter. 7-3 for the Eagles of Hugoton. 7-3 your score, 5:46 to go as Martin, that thick quarterback, he was 6'2", 200-pound quarterback for Hugoton, who had a really good turnaround this year on the gridiron. Up top to Riley Riddlesberger, guarded by Bailey. Up top to Carson Bennett. Quarter to the free throw line is Emmett Gaskell, the 6'3" junior, averages 8.3 points a game, and he hits the free throw. He now makes it 10-5 for Hugoton as they snap Scott City's 5-point run. 10-5, Hugoton has doubled up the Beavers. 3:20 to work first quarter. Dylan Metzger in the front court gets a screen, drives in, takes it strong, and now stripped and stolen away. Scott City's 3rd turnover. In transition to Gaskell. He'll flip a bank shot off too strong, but the rebound to Riddlesberger. He'll pull it back out for Hugoton. And now shot up, no, that time. And the rebound to Scott City's Noel. He'll push it across left to right. Here's Bailey. That one's deflected out of bounds. Last touch by Riddlesberger. And Scott City will bring in Alex Trango for the first time. The 5'9 sophomore replaces Dylan Duff. And in for the first time, Griffin Hager, a 5'10 junior. He replaces Deshaun Lewis. Scott City trailing this one 10-5, just under 3 to go first quarter. Noel to inbound it in. We'll throw it into Rumford. Rumford now right corner to Noel, head fake. He'll drive in strong. His scoop shot left side is in for 2. His first basket. 10-7 with 2:51 to go here in the opening quarter of play. And the Beavers back to within 3. With it out high, here's Griffin Hager. This is a pretty deep bench for Hugoton. You go 2 or 3 deep. They are very solid there. Here's a stop and pop 3. Good for Riddlesberger over Alex Tarango, and it's 13-7 with 2.5 to go first quarter. That was good defense by Tarango. Riddlesberger can just rip one on an instant. Up top to Tarango, goes left for the pass to Avery Knoll. Knoll looking in, but now finds up top and eventually in the hands of Metzger. 13-7, Hugoton in the lead. Metzger will lob it into Rumford, catches it, backs his way in, pivots, up and under move. His layup is no good, too strong. Rebound right to Bailey, leaves it short, and the rebound to Isaiah Harris for Hugoton. They had 2 good looks that time, did the Beavers, but misfired on each one of them. Under 2 to go first quarter. The flip up top to Riddlesberger, a straightaway triple off to the right, rebound into the hands of Isaiah Harris, out leaping everybody, and now it's a Hager 3. No, Hugoton with another rebound, and they have another crack at it. Underneath there goes to Bennett, picks it up, flips it up, and scores it. You cannot give them that many opportunities. His 6 points makes it an 8-point lead for Hugoton. 90 seconds to go first quarter at 15-7. Up top to Jackson Rumford. Holds it. Backdoor cut to Lawson Bailey, deflected in the 4th turnover. Here's Hugoton with the ball up 8, minute 18 to go first quarter. Now Hager looking to drive in. Pulls it back out left side to Carson Bennett. He'll drive in. Jump stop right corner to wide open. Hager 3, good. They can beat you in so many ways. This is an 11-2 run, and Hugoton up 18-7 in the final minute of the first quarter. Noel with it in the front court now, right to Tarango, now to Rumford. Nice cut. Bailey in the paint for 2. His 5th point, 18-9. 45 seconds to go first quarter. Hugoton has already connected on 3 triples in the first quarter. That's 9 of their 18 points. Riddlesberger has 1 of those. He'll throw it up top left to Bennett. He'll fire a 3. Bounces off. Rebound. Rumford had good position, but it tipped in the hands of Lawson Bailey. 25 seconds to go. Bailey will take it all the way. Left corner to Avery Knoll. Can he hit his first 3 of the year? You bet he can. He was 0 for 10 from 3-point range coming into tonight, and he hits his first triple, cuts the deficit to 6 with 14 seconds to go first quarter. And now ball deflected out of bounds. It'll still stay with Hugoton with 11.7 as Deshaun Lewis returns, replacing Emmett Gaskell. Scott City will bring in Coy Vance for the first time, the 5'10 junior. He will replace Lawson Bailey, get him a little bit of a breather with the first quarter coming in here in 11.7 seconds. 18-12, Scott City with the last 5 of the game, but Hugoton with a 3, and that is rimming out. Rebound underneath, though, to Deshaun Lewis. 4 seconds. Lewis penetrates, pump fake, shot up, good. Scott City has given Hugoton way too many opportunities in this first quarter as they lead 20-12 going into the second quarter. We'll come back in 1 minute for that second 8 minutes of play. This is Beaver basketball. Second 8 minutes of play.
Curtis Motors, your best deal destination.
(20-12), Hugoton's ball up by 8 as we head to the second quarter. As the Beavers were out-rebounded 9-5 in that first quarter. 6 of Hugoton's rebounds were offensive boards and a bad pass. Hugoton's second turnover is Avery Knoll to the front court, now to Jackson Rumford. One dribble now up top right to Dylan Metzger, gets a poke. They're going to get a reaching foul, and Griffin Hager is first.
Foul called on Hugoton, number 3, first personal.
Here on KSKL Scott City, 20-12 is your score. Scott City was led by Avery Knoll and Lawson Bailey, each with 5. Carson Bennett had 6 to lead the Hugoton Eagles. But 5 different players score in that first quarter. Metzger with it up top. Beavers scored 5 of the last 7 points, and then we get a foul undercutting Metzger was Griffin Hager. That'll be his second and the team's third with 7:23 to go first half, says official Nick Leon, and that'll bring back in Emmett Gaskell to the line. Scott City was 5 of 10 from the floor in the first half. Trying to get Hugoton's numbers. They had 8 field goals converted in that first quarter. They were 8 of 16 for 50%. Metzger with it, drives in, goes around Gaskell, trying to lob underneath the Rumford. Bailey saves the play, but he's out of bounds, and turnover number 5. Gotta love the hustle that time, but he was fully out of bounds when he tried to save the play, and that designated a turnover. And as Coy Vance replaced Alex Triangle, also in for the first time, is Camden Vogelmore, the 6-foot sophomore. He will replace Avery Knoll here with 7 minutes to go first half. 20-12, Hugoton with the lead and the ball. And a 3 up top, rimming halfway and out, but a rebound for Isaac Martin, and they have another crack at it. Floater up in the paint, off to the right for Bennett that time. And the rebound fought for, and who's going to get it? It'll be last touch by Vance. He's out of bounds. Good hustle, though. It'll stay Hugoton basketball, but Scott City has given up way too many second chance opportunities, and you cannot do that against a pretty solid Hugoton team. 6:45 to go first half. Deshaun Lewis. Right corner goes to Bennett. Back to Lewis. Out high to Riddlesberger. Guarded by Metzger. Now back to Lewis in the right corner from Bennett. That's a pretty tough trio of guards up top for Hugoton. Lewis holds it. Now puts it on the floor. Bounce pass right at the foul line to Martin. Pulls up over Rumford. Leaves it short in the hands of Camden Vogelmore for the rebound. Good defense by Scott City. They've really not played bad defense. They just haven't been able to get a lot of those 50-50 balls underneath. Now Vogelmore up top to Metzger. Looking for his first points of the night. Now driving right side Vance. We'll bounce it up top to Bailey. 6 minutes to go first half. Scott City down at. Here's Bailey driving in. His layup is no good, but he draws the foul. He'll have 2 free throws. The 4th team foul on Hugoton in this half. The foul will be charged, or foul will be charged to Emmett Gaskell, his first, team's 4th. Bailey to the line where he's 38% on the year. As a team, Scott City has mightily struggled at just 44%. Bailey's first free throw, that one is good. And makes it 20-13. He has a team high 6 with 6:04 to go before halftime. First points of the quarter belong to Scott City. Bailey's second charity toss. Off the back iron and rebound to Emmett Gaskell, his first board of the night. So Bailey goes 1 out of 2. That was Scott City's first trip to the line, and that's a shot. Nope, but a block underneath on Scott City. That'll be on Coy Vance, his first. Just Scott City's second foul. It's a foul on the floor with 4:58 to go before intermission. 20-13, Hugoton with the lead and the ball. Riddlesberger to lob it in to Gaskell. He'll pull it back out, guarded by Metzger. Now up top, it'll go to Isaac Martin. He'll drive in on Rumford. Pump fake. Here's Riddlesberger. Pulls up, left baseline jumper. No. Rebound. Vance couldn't fight for it. Now a shot blocked, but they're going to get a foul. And Gaskell will get 2 free throws coming up here. And another offensive rebound for Hugoton. That'll be on Vance. That's his second foul. He has 2 of Scott City's 3. And 2 free throws for Emmett Gaskell, who has their lone free throw of the night. He has 3 points on a 3-point play in that first quarter when Scott City was down by 2, and that free throw is good. Makes it 21-13. 5:45 to go first half. And as Alexis Jimenez, the 5'10 junior for Hugoton, he averages just under 2 points a game. Both teams have subbed 3 off the bench as Riddlesberger takes a seat. And the free throw is good for Gaskell. He has 5, right near a season average of 8. It's 22-13. Hugoton's led by as many as 11. They lead it by 9. 5:38 to go first half. Rumford hands it off to Camden Vogelmore. Goes left to Coy Vance. He plays out there with 2 fouls. Gets the strip, but picks it back up. Now finds Rumford with it. Guarded by Martin. Puts on the floor once. He'll stop and pop the 3. He'll be short on it. And the rebound to Gaskell for Hugoton. Beavers down 9. Hugoton with the ball. 5:18 to go. Drive again. A nice cut and the shot up and in. Bennett for 2. He has 8. 24-13 in Hugoton with the last 4 to match the largest lead of the night as we approach 5:10 to go first half. Bailey with it up top to Jackson Rumford. Rumford bounces it to Coy Vance, who's had a lot of minutes here as of late. Playing with 2 fouls. Metzger looking for a screen. A good help defense by Hugoton. Metzger loses it. Picked up, though, by Vogelmore. 4:50 to work first half. Up top to Vance. Goes right with the dribble. And now high-low, but a double team on Rumford, and it's stolen away. And Scott City with turnover number 6 of the half. Lewis left side to Jimenez underneath left block. Bennett backs away and blocked out of there by Rumford right into the hands of Lawson Bailey. Here's Bailey. Stop. Oh, he almost walked with it, but got it stripped out of his hands, and another Scott City turnover, their 7th of the night. In transition, Gaskell to Jimenez underneath. Pump fakes. Now a cutter to the lane. It's Bennett for 2. It's a 6-0 run, and Coach Brian Gentry wants a 30-second timeout with 4:19 to go first half. 26-13. Scott City trails. They've turned the ball over 7 times here in the half and trailed by 13. Basketball presented here by Jackson Legal Group, Lebanon Lawn and Tree, Lone Tree Farms and Livestock, McCarty Family Farms, Metzger Appraisals, Metzger Family Farms, Midwest Mixer, Western Berry, Miller Veterinary Clinic. Also, Norder Supply, New Life Market, Plain Jan's, Platinum H Insurance, and Pokey Feeders. So Hugoton with their largest lead of the night at 26-13 with 4:19 remaining here in period number 2. Scott City does not have a game until next Friday night. They will host Holcomb. Holcomb hosting Ulysses tonight. They have a big game with their old friends, the Lake and Bronx, on Tuesday night, and Holcomb does the Holcomb Longhorns. Hugoton will go to Hooker, Oklahoma to face the Bulldogs on Tuesday and then go to Goodland next Friday. 4:18 to go first half. And to Rumford out of the Scott City 30-second timeout. And a layup for Bailey. He has 8. 26-15. 4:07 to go first half. Scott City ends that 5 or 6-0 Hugoton run. Here's a 3 right side. No rebound. Last, we're going to get a foul on Hugoton, I believe, with 3:58 to go second quarter, says official Nathan Morse.
Foul called on Hugoton, number 5.
That's on Carson Bennett, his first, team's 5th. 3:58 just past the midway point is Eloy Rilison for the first time, the 5'9 sophomore, the 9th Beaver to play tonight. Vogelmore with it now into Rumford. Holds it. Now we'll put on the floor. Goes to Vogelmore out to Bailey. He'll try a 3. He'll be good on a 3. He's got a good first half. 11 points and 2 threes. 26-18. 3:35 to go first half. Scott City back to within single digits. Shot underneath blocked for Jimenez, and the rebound to Scott City. Noel back in there. He grabbed the board, and Scott City can inch a little closer here. It's up top end. Rumford has good position, backs his away and gets it stripped as he pivots to his right and is fouled by Deshaun Lewis, his first, and the team's 6th.
Foul called on Hugoton, number 2. First personal.
3:21 to go first half. Back in for Hugoton is Isaiah Harris and Riley Riddlesberger. Scott City looking to add to their 5-0 run to inch a little closer here first half with 3:21 to go, down 26-18. Avery Knoll off the inbounds, goes up top to Camden Vogelmore. Vogelmore holds it, now needs help, finds Lawson Bailey. He has 11 of Scott City's 18 points. Needs help, finds Vogelmore in the right corner. Now to Avery Knoll with 3 minutes to go first half. He'll take it in strong. His scoop shot left side. Oh, it just crawls off. That was a good move for him. And here's Emmett Gaskell for Hugoton back the other way. And the pass is going to be too high and out of bounds. And Hugoton just their 3rd turnover of the night. They're a team that does not turn the ball over much. They only average around 10.5 turnovers a game. As Dylan Metzger replaces Camden Vogelmore. 2:57 to go first half. 26-18 is your score. Scott City down by 8. They have never led in this game. They had it to within 7-5, had a chance to tie, and then Hugoton had a 3-point play, and Scott City seen Hugoton with some big runs here in this first half. Eloy Ruelas, ball fake. He takes it strong. Nice dump underneath to Rumford, who has to save it and play to Lawson Bailey up high. Bailey will drive in, jump stop, pivots. Nice move. Flips up a shot. Little strong that time, and the backside board goes to Emmett Gaskell. Already 5 boards for Gaskell in this first half. In transition, layup good. Isaiah Harris makes it 28-18 Eagles, so 2:20 to go first half, and they can push it down the floor pretty quick. Scott City now trails by 10 as we approach 2 to go first half. Ruelas to Dylan Metzger. The Beavers have not played that bad of a first half. High-low into Rumford, catches it, and that's going to be a block. They'll get that on Deshaun Lewis, says official Jason Johnson. He's a junior college official. He's second for Lewis, and that's a 1-1 coming up for Jackson Rumford, who's 12 of 19 at the line this year for 63%. Sage Steckline's going to check in, but he wants Jackson Rumford to hit these free throws first. Rumford just 2 points tonight. He averages 16 points, 10 rebounds. Free throw good. He'll get the bonus. 28-19, 2:04 to go first half. So Lewis with 2, Griffin Hager with 2. That's your foul trouble for Hugoton, and Rumford sinks them both to make it an 8-point game, 28-20. And he'll check out. Sage Steckline, the 10th Beaver, to check in tonight. 2 minutes left in this half. Deshaun Lewis to Emmett Gaskell. Go left side over to Carson Bennett. Now left block. Driving in here is Isaiah Harris. His layup is too strong, but he got his own fall. Left it no for point blank. And Bennett with the rebound to save the possession. Now Harris for a third time. Too strong. The rebound to Lawson Bailey. He had 3 chances there. And now in transition, Scott City gets the ball knocked out of bounds here with 1:39 to go first half. But they have a chance to cut this deficit a little bit here. It's 28-20 right now for Hugoton. They average 68 a game in the hands of Lawson Bailey. Now a screen. Here's Metzger. Can he hit a 3? No, that's a little strong. And the rebound to Emmett Gaskell. He has all 6 of his boards here in the second quarter. And he'll take it a high dribble. May have gotten away with the carry, but ditches it underneath Isaiah Harris for 2. And it's 30-20 with 1:24 to go first half. Scott City back down 10 here with 1:18 to go, and they cannot break the 8-point barrier. Final minute of this first half, 1:10 to go. Eloy Ruelas up top. He'll take it in strong. Now dish it backside to cutting Metzger for 2. Nice move. Metzger with his first basket, but a great play by Eloy Ruelas makes it 30-22. 1 minute to go here in this first half. Scott City back with an 8 in a 2-3 zone. Pull up by Gaskell, leaves it wide to left and into the hands of Avery Knoll. Scott City down 8 with the ball. Stop and pop 3. Bailey, yes! His third 3 and 14 points. It's 30-25 with 42 seconds to go first half. 3 threes for Bailey. He has all 3 of Scott City's triples in this half, and they've made a little run here toward the end of the first half. 30 seconds to go. It's a 5-point game at 30-25. Here's an answer back 3 for Bennett. Good. Carson Bennett with 13 and a half. It's 33-25 with 21 seconds to go in this half. That's their first 3-point make of this quarter. And a whistle, and they're going to get a timeout for Scott City. Coach Brian Gentry with 14.7 to go before halftime. Basketball presented by Precision Ag and Seeds. Will keep it right here. Our Brothers Auto Body Mechanic, R&R Pallet, Richards Financial Services, Road and Beaton Green Agency, Scott City Eye Center, Scott City Pharmacy, Giftologist, Scott Community Foundation, Scott Cooperative Association, Scott County Hospital, Scott County Record, and Scott Pro. But Scott City's fought hard here tonight. Hugoton up by 8, 33-25. They've hit 4 triples here in this first half, all by different players. Scott City has hit 3, all by Lawson Bailey. Actually 4. I take that back. I forget Avery Knoll hit that first quarter 3. 33-25, 14.7 left before intermission. Scott City's ball out of the timeout. Bailey to trigger it in, left corner to Dylan Metzger, gets a screen, looking to drive in. He'll take it all the way, layup, bounces home. He has his 4 points on the quarter, 33-27, 6 seconds to go. First half, here's a stop and pop 3. Lewis, good. They left him wide open, and it's 36-27 as we head to the locker room. He hits his second three for his 8-point of the half, and it is 36-27. Hugoton on top by 9 at the break. We'll step aside for a 3-minute timeout, come back with some first half stats. This is Scott City Beaver basketball.
For exceptional service in real estate, put Stephanie Shapland at Shapland Real Estate to work for you. Property homework is what we do best at Shapland Real Estate. We put forth every effort to get results that move you. Our expertise in buying and selling residential, commercial, and agriculture property is built on the tradition of trust and thoroughness that you deserve. Shapland Real Estate takes pride in our community and in cheering on our students in all that they do. Give Shapland Real Estate a call or visit our website today.
Feed Yard is dedicated to investing in our facilities and staff to provide the best experience possible for the cattle feeder and, in the end, the consumers of our product. We are always in the market to purchase corn and other commodities from local producers. Call our office at 620-872-2111 for current pricing. Our dedicated employees and their families are very important to us, and we are proud of their children that are current Beavers and individuals that will grow into those roles in the future. Fairleigh Feed Yard is privileged to support Scott City youth and are honored to cheer on the Beavers.
If you are in the market for a new or used vehicle, check out J&R Car and Truck Center of Scott City. J&R Car and Truck has a fully trained service and parts staff for repairs on most makes and models of vehicles. Locally owned and operated, J&R Car and Truck Center provides over 250 new and used vehicles in stock and ready to be delivered. Stop on in and check out jrcarandtruck.com for your next vehicle. J&R Car and Truck Center, your Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC dealership in Scott City.
There's nothing more spacious than Western Kansas, and nobody closer than our communities. We are determined to keep our communities connected to schools, kids to teachers and parents. We believe a connected world is a better place. We're more than what we do for our hometowns. It's what we do with our hometowns. S&T is proud to be your family, your friends, your neighbor.
In the first half, but Scott City's hit 4. That's a positive sign there for the Beavers. They trail though by 9 at the break to a very good Hugoton team, 36-27. First half scoring looks like this for Scott City. A big first half for Lawson Bailey. He has had 3 threes and 14 points. He has 14 of Scott City's 27 points. 5 for Avery Knoll, all in the first quarter on a 3 and a 2-point basket. His first 3 of the year. Dylan Metzger had 4 points, all coming in that second quarter. Also, Jackson Rumford with 4 points for the Beavers here in the first half. The Beavers had just 3 fouls. They had 7 turnovers and just 1 steal. They had only 10 rebounds. They were owned on the glass in the first half, 19-10. 9 defensive, 1 offensive board for Scott City in the break. For the Hugoton Eagles, they had a pretty good balanced attack. They were led by Carson Bennett's 13 points. He had just 1 3 out of all that. And that was toward the end of the first half. 8 for Deshaun Lewis. He had a pair of threes. Griffin Hager and Riley Riddlesberger each with a 3-point basket in the first half. Emmett Gaskell 5 and Isaiah Harris a 4. And I think if you're Scott City and you kept Riddlesberger to just 3 points in the first half, I think you take that and run. But it's been the cast that's stepped up big with Lewis right just above a season average at 8. And Isaiah Harris, who is averaging just under 3 points a game at 4. But Isaac Martin has been scoreless in the first half for Hugoton, and he averages 10 points. But Bennett right already around his season average at 15 points a game. He's at 13, and Riddlesberger averages 18. Just 3 for him, but he can get hot. 7 fouls, 3 turnovers, 4 steals for Hugoton. They had 19 total rebounds, 8 offensive, 8 defensive, and 11 offensive in that first half. 36-27. Scott City's played well at times, but are down by 9 here at the break to Hugoton. Back in, let's say, 2 minutes here. Let's come back in 2 minutes. This is Scott City Beaver basketball. Back in 2 minutes. This is Scott City Beaver basketball.
Scott City Eye Center has been a leading provider of optometry services and vision care products in the Scott City community since 1999. Our experienced eye doctors offer comprehensive vision examinations that our Scott City Optometry office specializes in the diagnosis and treatment of a wide array of eye diseases, conditions, and problems. We use advanced diagnostic technology, and we are committed to improving the quality of life. Give yourself the gift of clear vision by scheduling an appointment with Dr. Joshua Gooden, OD, today.
Women at every stage of life want a healthcare experience uniquely theirs, where excellence meets elegance and healthcare is personalized just for you. Scott County Hospital and Scott City Clinic's skilled physicians and nurses will help your family prepare for the birth of your baby. The private, comfortable, secure rooms for labor, delivery, and postpartum care include jacuzzi tubs for pain management during labor. Call Scott City Clinic to set an appointment today. We put our heart in healthcare.
How would you describe your career?
Rewarding. It's more than just a job.
Great vacation, great sick pay.
Great opportunities to move forward. Good work environment, good people. Always something new, always something different.
Every day you learn something new.
Their commitment to education is second to none.
They pay for my school.
I love it because we're all one big happy family.
Family. It's like a family.
Grow your career with American Implement and John Deere.
Housing lender.
Back here inside Hugoton High School, 36-27 halftime advantage here for Scott City as they trail by 9 here to the Hugoton Eagles. Scott City trying to snap a 2-game losing streak here. But Scott City's given Hugoton a good run. They've trailed by as many as 13 have the Beavers at 26-13, made a run to within 9, or had it to within 5, but down by 9 here at the break. For some other first half stats coming up here. And Scott City shot the ball pretty well at 52% in the first half at 10 of 18. Make that 56%, 10 of 18, 4 of 7 on threes. They were 6 of 11 on twos and 3 of 4 at the line, but they were pretty good from the floor in the first half. Just the turnovers and not as many rebounds hurt them in that first half as well. For Hugoton, they were 3 of 3 at the line. Scott City was 3 of 4. The Eagles were 14 of 29 from the floor, just south of 50% in the first half. And they were 5 of 10 on threes, 9 of 19 on 2-point baskets, and a perfect 3 for 3 at the line. Foul trouble for both teams. Coy Vance had 2 for Scott City. Deshaun Lewis, Griffin Hager, each with 2 fouls for Hugoton. The Beavers will be at home next Friday. That'll be their final game before the Sterling Invitational. They'll host the Holcomb Longhorns. And for the Hugoton Eagles. They will be on the road next week. They go to Oklahoma to take on Hooker and then to Goodland next Friday. Second half about to begin. It should be Scott City basketball. They have Avery Knoll, Dylan Duff, Lawson Bailey, Jackson Rumford, and Dylan Metzger. Hugoton will counter with Riley Riddlesberger, Carson Bennett, Deshaun Lewis, Emmett Gaskell, and Isaac Martin for our third period of play. I don't know who we're waiting on. I think, well, we're waiting on the officials here. That's who we're waiting on. Those officials. They took a little longer than their 10-minute hiatus. I guess that's all right because, yeah, 2 of the 3 officials, they actually had to work the JV girls game earlier today. So this is their third game today. So they're probably trying to take advantage of sneak in a couple extra minutes. Athletic Director C.J. Corfu's back in town here after 1 year at Southeast of Salina as the AD. He's back in there as AD, and he also coaches 7th grade for Hugoton. And the officials get a round of applause. And much deserved. They've done a good job tonight in this doubleheader. When we're set for the third quarter, and they have the basketball, and here we go for the third period. Scott City down 9. Let's see what they can do here in this third period against one of the top teams here in Western Kansas. Left side, it goes to Lawson Bailey. Alley hoop to Rumford. It hits the side of the backboard, but it ricochets out to Metzger, who fires a 3. Oh, in and out. Rebound, no, for Knoll, but he'll get 2 free throws. That almost worked like an assist for Bailey.
11-second personal first team foul. At the line for Scott City.
2 free throws for Avery Knoll. He's 7 of 16 on the year there, but he did hit his first 3 tonight. It's 44% of the line. Scott City tonight, 3 of 4 at the line, down 9 early third. That off the back iron, hits the top of the backboard and drops out. That foul, by the way, was on Isaac Martin, his second. Free throw number 2 pending here for the 6'3 junior Avery Knoll. He's had a couple of nice moves to the basket here tonight. Hit his first 3 of the year in the first quarter, and Knoll short on the second. Rebound fought for and in the hands of Carson Bennett. They have been like Dobermans on the glass all night. Driving in, here's Gaskell, his runner. No, Jackson Rumford, just his second board of the night. Flips it right side to Lawson Bailey. So both teams one and done on their opening series of the second half. Here's Bailey looking to drive in to add his 14-point night. Now he needs help as he's cut off. Trying to go for a backdoor cut, and it's going to be last touch by whom? I believe it's last touch by Hugoton, and it'll stay with Scott City. Duff, good effort trying to save it, and then Hugoton, they'll say, was the last to touch. It was 7:21 here in the third. Knoll to inbound it in the corner. Official niggling on the lob, or to give it to him now to Bailey, back to Metzger. Go right side. Here's Knoll from 16. Short rebound in the hands of Isaac Martin for Hugoton. 7:08 to go, third quarter, 9-point Hugoton lead and the ball. Right side to Lewis. Up top it goes. They work around the perimeter left to Riddlesberger. Riddlesberger stopped, wanted to fake or put up the 3, and then driving in and muscling his way was Martin, but a holding foul on Duff. That's his first, team's first of the half.
Number 2, first personal, first team foul.
2 free throws coming up for Isaac Martin, who averages just under 10 a game. The 6'2 junior will look for his first points of the night. And of the second half for either side here, as we're a little over a minute in. A lot of action already in the second half. Free throw rimming in and out. Hits Hugoton's first miss from the line tonight. They're now 3 of 4. Scott City at 3 of 6. Second free throw. That one is good. His first point makes it a 10-point game. 37-27. Metzger to bring it across up top to Avery Knoll. Hugoton in a man-to-man defense. Knoll finds a cutting Lawson Bailey. Bounce pass to Rumford out high. Steps back. He'll put on the 4. And now Dylan Duff with it out high. Finds a cutting Rumford left side back. Flips a hook shot. Might have been partially altered in the hands of Riddlesberger. And here comes Hugoton on the run. Up 10. Here's a catch and shoot. 3 for Bennett. Too strong. Rebound tipped and in the hands of Dylan Metzger for Scott City. Metzger grabs his first board of the night and will bring it across here with 6:25 to work third quarter. Crossover, dribble out high, guarded by Deshaun Lewis. And now ball deflected, and that was Lewis forcing the turnover there, the 8th on Scott City. Lewis looking to drive in, almost stripped. Out the foul line, pump fakes back out high to Gaskell. Gaskell will penetrate. His scoop shot up, no, and a push as he runs right into the Hugoton band there and hits a couple of music stands. Music flying all over. And 2 free throws for Gaskell. Dylan Metzger with his first. Second team foul on the Beavers this half. Gaskell 3 of 3 at the line tonight. We'll have 2 more opportunities here with a 10-point Eagle lead here early third. Free throw too strong. Scott City will sub in Alex Tarango to replace Dylan Duff. Second free throw coming up here for Gaskell. That one, it'll bounce in. They're 2 of 4 at the line in the quarter, and they have an 11-point lead. 6:09 to go third quarter, 38-27. Bailey to take it in the front court. Now to Metzger, back to Bailey, up top to Rumford. Nice backdoor cut to Tarango. It's a little bit behind him, but Tarango saves it. And into Rumford, and now loose underneath. We're going to get a whistle, and that's going to be a tie-up and a turnover for Scott City, their 9th of the night. Here with 5:54 here in the third. Scott City has had some good looks here in this second half. They've just not been able to get that rim a little wider. Down 11, 38-27. Here's Bennett driving in, or correction, Isaac Martin now right baseline, and a reverse layup short that time by Emmett Gaskell. Rumford with the board. He's been held to 4 points and 3 rebounds tonight. Into the hands to Lawson Bailey. Bailey will take in the front court as he gets a screen from Rumford. Now Bailey sees an alley. He'll drive right side. He is fouled going up, and in disbelief of is Deshaun Lewis, who picks up foul number 3 in their second of the half. 5:26 to go third quarter. Lawson Bailey with 2 free throws coming up. He is 1 of 2 at the line tonight. Scott City still struggling a bit at 50% at 3 of 6. Bailey's first of 2. He leaves the first one short. Griffin Hager in for Lewis. 36-27 to 38-27, excuse me. All the points for Hugoton in the second half have been at the line. Scott City's trying to score their first point, and they do. Bailey with 15 of Scott City's 28 points. 38-28, 5:25 to go third quarter. Scott City with their first point of the second half. They're down by 10. Here's a stop and pop 3. Short for Riddlesberger. The rebound right in the hands of Martin. Hugoton with another offensive possession. Riddlesberger's been held to just 3 points tonight, but it's been a pretty good cast as Scott City goes to a 2-3 defense here with 5 minutes to go third quarter, down 10. Left side, here's Hager with it. Bounce pass to Carson Bennett. Shot over Alex Tarango. He was fouled, and Bennett will have 2 free throws.
Foul called on number 10 for Scott City. First person.
Alex Tarango with his first. Scott City's third foul. That matches their first half foul count. Bennett with 2 free throws with 4:57 to go third period. His first trip to the line, Hugoton 2 of 4 in this third quarter. They're 5 of 7 for the game and make it 5 of 8 as that one rims off. Back in is Isaiah Harris. He'll replace Isaac Martin with 4:57 left in the third. 10-point Hugoton lead, 38-28. Second free throw is good, and Hugoton remains 50-50 at the line this half, and they bring their lead back to 11, 39-28, 4:54 to go third quarter. And Jackson Rumford toward the left elbow, now to the foul line. 1 dribble, now uses it up. Finds Lawson Bailey out high. Bailey right side, skips it left side. Here's Knoll for a 3. Too strong, rebound loose, and it's 4 white shirts in it. The hands of Griffin Hager. Here come the Eagles up 11 in transition. Isaiah Harris makes it 41-28 with 4:31 to go third quarter. Scott City yet without a field goal here in this third quarter. Metzger up top. Really both teams struggling scoring here in this third quarter. Here's Knoll, dribbles behind the back and then loses the ball in a turnover. 10th Scott City turnover of the night. Hugoton up by 13 with the ball as we approach the midway point of this third period of play. Riddlesberger up top. Hugoton up by 13. That matches their largest lead of the night. They have the lone field goal in this third quarter. They have had, here's a Riddlesberger three, crawling off. Rebound, Lawson Bailey for Scott City. His 6th board of the night, halfway through this third quarter. In transition, and that's going to be a whistle and a foul on Hugoton. That'll be on Riddlesberger. That'll be his first. Hugoton's third of the half. 3:50 to go, third period. Scott City only 1 point here in the first 4 minutes and change of this second half. Up top, it goes to Dylan Metzger. 41-28 your score. This is a Hugoton team that averages 68 points a game. Scott City can keep this in the 50s. There's a long ways to go, but a whistle, and that's going to be a reach-in on Isaiah Harris, his first, team's 4th.
Foul called on 30 for Hugoton. First personal, 4th.
If Scott City can keep this in the 50s, I think they have to be pretty proud of themselves, but they need to start scoring here. Now kicking in right corner to Metzger. He'll drive the right baseline, and another foul. Pretty big or quick foul there. That'll be on Riddlesberger, his 2nd, team's 5th.
Second personal, 15 foul.
So 3 quick fouls on Hugoton with 3:36 to go, third quarter. Rumford with it out high, gets a screen, looking to dribble between the legs. Now he uses up his dribble, needs help. Looking for a cutter, finds Alex Tarango. Tarango left side to Avery Knoll here with 3:24. And trying to get it into Rumford. Ball poked away, and Scott City turns the ball over. Here's Hugoton in transition. Riddlesberger good. He has 5, 43-28. 3:13 to go, third quarter. Scott City's third quarter, once again, a rough one. They've had 3 of those like this year. They've all come in losses. Garden City, Colby, and now Hugoton. Lob into Rumford, catches it. He will lay it up and score. He has 6. Good high-low action that time, and Scott City finally gets a field goal. They trail by 13 with 2:50 to go, third quarter. And now lay up Gaskell. He got hit in the head. That's a late foul call. And that was the right. They're going to get that on, I believe, Rumford, not on Lawson Bailey. Rumford's 2nd foul, team's 4th of the half. That was a very late whistle.
22, Emmett Gaskell at the line.
Could have picked either Bailey or Rumford for the foul call there, but it ended up being on Rumford. And Gaskell with 2 free throws, too strong on the first. But Hugoton, who's been a 50% free throw shooting team this half, will hit the 2nd free throw. By the way, all 4 of Scott City's fouls have sent Hugoton to the foul line in this third quarter. Camden Vogelmore returns to the Scott City lineup. Also in there is Corey Vance, and I was right. Gaskell hits the free throw, 44-30 with 2:49 to go, third quarter. Hugoton has been whistled for 5 fouls. Scott City's only been to the foul line twice this half, and Scott City will throw it away for their 12th turnover. They've had too many turnovers here in this third quarter as well. 44-30. It's been an 8-3 run in this third quarter for the Eagles. Eloy Ruel is in for Dylan Metzger. 2:38 here in the third. 44-30. Hugoton lead with the ball back. Riddlesberger, just 5 points for him tonight. Comes in averaging 18 a game. Now left side out high to Bennett. Gaskell holds it off the screen. Here's Riddlesberger. Straightaway triple, good. He has 8 in his second 3, 48-30 or 47-30 with 2:20 to go, third quarter, and all of a sudden that Hugoton lead has ballooned to 17. Vance with it for Scott City. 2:10 to go, third quarter. Uses up his dribble, needs help. Finds Camden Vogelmore. Vogelmore now deflected, and it'll be picked up at the half court by Vance. 2 minutes to go, third quarter. Vance goes to Lawson Bailey left side. Bailey high-low into Rumford, catches it. Power dribble goes up. His shot is blocked. Got his own rebound. Pump fake spin move goes up and scores it and 1. Great persistence there by the 6'5 sophomore. He has 8. And it's 47-32 with 1:50 to go, third quarter. A foul on Emmett Gaskell, his 2nd, and the team's 6th. Just Scott City's 3rd offensive board tonight. As Rumford with 8. And it's 47-32 with 1:50 to go, third quarter. Gaskell checks out for Hugoton. I believe that was Lewis who returned to the Eagle lineup. Free throw for Rumford, bounces off, and the rebound into the hands of Isaiah Harris. So the Beavers now are south of 50% free throw shooting. Driving in, pulling up, here's Bennett, crawling in for 2. He has 16, 49-32 with 1:36 to go, third period of play. Hugoton back up by 17. Here's Vance up top, goes left with the pass, Bailey. He'll drive in, flips it back to Rumford, sees an alley, drives in, loses the ball after the second dribble, saves it, and a whistle, and we had a timeout before the turnover. It's taken by Coach Brian Gentry, and Scott City will take it as well. 1:21 to go, third quarter, 49-32. Hugoton back in a minute. This is Beaver basketball.
To us, it's about so much more than just providing the technology. It's about enriching the communities we live in, because your community is our community. Where you live, where you work, where you play, we do too. Whatever you do, and wherever you are, our service supports you. Next Tech Wireless, we are Kansas.
Scott City's ball out of the timeout, down 17, minute 21 to go, third quarter. Volgamore into Jackson Rumford, and he is fouled. He will head to the line for a 1-and-1 here with 1:19 to go, third quarter. The foul is on Carson Bennett, his second, team seventh. Scott City's been whistled for 4 fouls this third quarter. And a 1-and-1 for Jackson Rumford, where he's 2 of 3 at the line tonight. Scott City just 1 of 5 in this second quarter, 4 of 9 for the game. Free throw good, make it 5 of 10, and he'll get the bonus. 49-33, 1:19 to go here in the third. Hugoton has been at 4 of 8 in the second half of the line, as then it'll be Dylan Metzger to replace Lawson Bailey, who sits down with a team-high 15. Rumford looking for double figures, misses that free throw, and the rebound to Deshaun Lewis for Hugoton. Minute 15 to go, third quarter, 49-33. Eagles with the lead in the ball. Riddlesberger with it out high, gets a screen. Now flips it to Lewis. Nice bullet pass in to Martin, who saves it in a play. Good possession saved, and a Bennett three is good. He has 19, 52-33, final minute of this third quarter. Hugoton with another 3 in this third quarter. They have 2, 7 for the ball game. 50 seconds to work. Metzger with the dribble between the legs. He'll drive in all the way. He'll hang in stuff going up. And the rebound to Hugoton. And now losing it is going to be Riddlesberger, and Coy Vance tried to get the steal but could not hang on to it. It'll stay into the hands of Hugoton with 39 seconds to go, third quarter. Here's a catch and shoot 3, short. Rebound, but right to Lewis, who puts it up.
2 points, number 2.
54-33, 30 seconds to go, third quarter. And another rough third quarter for Scott City. They've scored 10 points in this third quarter, but boy, a big run for Hugoton. They have scored 18 points. Here's a layup and a foul. They'll get to line, Will Metzger. There was 17 seconds to go, third quarter.
Number 3.
That's on Griffin Hager, his third, with 17.6. They have 8 fouls in this third quarter, but Scott City has not been able to take advantage of getting to the line here in this third quarter. Free throw too strong as that shooting woes continue. Metzger just 1 of 5 coming into the year at the line. Scott City just 2 of 8 at the line in this third quarter. And 5 of 12 for the game, and 6 of 13. Metzger gets 1 out of 2. He has 5. 54-34. 16 seconds to go, third quarter. We have an official timeout. As official Jason Johnson gave the bench a warning, somebody... They've been warned. Behind the bench for Hugoton must have been mouthing at the official. And so they've been warned. Next results, they will be kicked out of here. 11 seconds to go, and here's Deshaun Lewis. He drives in and is fouled by Coy Vance his third foul. That was an interesting sequence there with 8.8 to go third quarter. Team's fifth. Lewis to the line for the first time. He has 10 points. His first trip to the line. And Hugoton has been 50% at the line at 4 of 8 this third quarter. First to 2 for Lewis is good. He has 11, 55-34. 8.8 to go third quarter. Second free throw coming up here for Lewis is good. He bucks the 50-50 free throw line trend for Hugoton there, and they now have a 22-point lead. It's a 20-7 run in this third quarter. 2 seconds. Here's a deep three launch by Metzger. Misses everything, and that's the end of your third quarter. A 20-7 third quarter run, and it's 56-34 for Hugoton going into the fourth quarter. We'll come back in 1 minute to play. This is Beaver basketball. 1 minute to play. This is Beaver basketball. Fourth quarter set to begin. It'll be Scott City's ball as the Beavers trail by 22, 56-34. It was a 20-7 third quarter run for Hugoton. Right baseline here is a nice strong move. Alex Tarango gets that one to rim around a few times and drop home his first basket, 56-36. 7:43 to go. Great set play drawn up by Coach Gentry to begin this fourth quarter. As Hugoton got hot in that third quarter, just gradually built their lead up. This is their fourth turnover of the night, but then Scott City gives it right back in transition. Pump fake shot up and a foul from behind by Avery Knoll, his first. Team sixth with 7:26 to go.
For Scott City, first personal, sixth team.
Hugoton heads to the line where they were 6 of 10 in that third quarter. 9 of 13 for the game. Scott City is 6 of 13 at the game for the game. They were just 3 of 9 in that third quarter. The free throw bounces in for Isaac Martin. His second point all at the line, 57-36. Scott City led tonight by Lawson Bailey with 15 and 9 for Jackson Rumford, 19 for Carson Bennett, 12 for Deshaun Lewis for Hugoton, and now 3 for Isaac Martin, 58-36, 7:26 to go. Up top, here's Metzger. Can he hit a three? No, he'll be short on that, and the rebound goes to Carson Bennett, and here comes Hugoton with a 22-point lead. Scott City just has gone ice cold from the floor in the second half. And stripped, good defense by Knoll. Helped defense that time as Martin was getting ready to jump stop, and out of bounds it trickles. It will stay with Hugoton with 7:08 to go. But Scott City just 2 field goals in that third quarter, all by Jackson Rumford. Turnovers were big. They had 5 in that third quarter. They now have 13 for the game. Bounce pass into Riddlesburg, the right corner, and he loses it out of bounds. And Hugoton, who had just 3 turnovers through the first 3 quarters, now have 5 for the night. 7:05 to go. Here's Rumford, launches a 3. No, but right to Alex Tarango, and back to Rumford. He gets it knocked out of his hands. And here's Deshaun Lewis back the other way. And here's a layup for him. 60-36 with 6:50 to go. 2 missed opportunities that time for Scott City. And Hugoton makes some pay at the other end. Here's Metzger, stop and pop 3, too strong. Rumford with an offensive board. Goes to his left and will lay it up, and he has his 11th point. Good move that time. He has 11 and 5, and it's 60-38 here with 6.5 to go. So Scott City breaks a little mini 4-0 Hugoton run, but pulls back to within 22. The lead has been at 24 for Hugoton tonight. Bennett guarded by Metzger. Left side to Lewis. He'll launch a three, and he'll be good on it. He has 17, 63-38 with 6:12 to go. Hugoton with another triple. That's Lewis's third three of the night. Metzger with it, left side to Lawson Bailey. Bailey with it, he'll drive in, pivots, needs help, finds Avery Knoll out high, and now gets the run for deflected, but picked up by Alex Tarango. Right baseline jumper too strong. Rebound Lewis for Hugoton. His run for mistimed his jump there. 5:45 to go, 25-point lead for Hugoton, 63-38. Lewis stop and go, pulls back up top. It goes to Isaac Martin. They'll go right side. Here is Emmett Gaskell, and it's a foul on the floor. It's a 1-and-1 for Hugoton with 5:37 to go. The foul on Alex Tarango, his second. It was a 9-point game at halftime, and Hugoton put on a big run in that third quarter to really balloon this lead. And they're on another big 7-2 run here. For Scott City scored the opening points of the period, making it 8-2. As Gaskell with the point free throw, he has 10 as he becomes the third Eagle in double figures tonight. 64-38 with 5:37 to go. And make it 65-38. It is a 9-2 run over the last 2 minutes for Hugoton. Rumford with it up top. Bounce pass left baseline to Avery Knoll up top. Here's Metzger. Ball fake looking to drive in. Steps back. Man-to-man defense. Bennett guards him. Nice feed underneath. Duff. Big shot. He's got his first 2 varsity points of the year. 65-40 with 5:17 to go. A nice backdoor cut, and Duff with his first basket of the night and of the year in varsity. 65-40. It's 5:06 to go. Here's a layup on the other end. No. Rebound loose. Picked up by Bennett, and he'll put it up for his 21st point. 67-40 with 4:54 to go. And Scott City has seen Hugoton really own them on the glass tonight. A team that's this good, you cannot give them second, third, and fourth opportunities. Metzger somehow gets it to Rumford, who backs his way in, pivots, lays it up, and one. He has a baker's dozen. 67-42, excuse me.
Foul called on the Eagles, number 11.
4:38 to go.
Ninth team foul.
Foul on Isaac Martin is third. That's Hugoton's 9th of the half. Jackson Rumford with 4:38 to go to the line. Looking to make it a 14-point performance for him, and he does. He is make that 3 of 6 at the line, or 4 of 6 from the line, and it's 67-43. Big thing here in the second half. Scott City's not been able to put together back-to-back possessions with points in the second half. And when you don't do that, and Hugoton has bunches of points, that dooms trouble. Driving in, here's a layup, and that's going to be on the floor for Emmett Gaskell. He'll be back to line for 1-and-1. That'll be the 8th team foul in Scott City this half.
Foul called on the floor, Scott City, number 3, second person.
That's on Dylan Metzger, his second.
Line for Hugoton, 22, Emmett Gaskell.
Emmett Gaskell has hit his last 3 free throws. He is 6 of 9 and make it 7 of 10. He has a dozen, 68-43. And once again, Scott City cannot string together back-to-back possessions with baskets with 4:16 to go. Free throw number 2 is perfect, and Hugoton has all of a sudden hit their free throws in a row here. Hit their last 4 of the third quarter. And they've hit their first 6. They've hit their last 10 free throws. They are at 69 points here with 4 minutes to go. Metzger to drive in. Hangs, shoots, leaves it short. And the rebound goes to Hugoton. Isaac Martin with that board. Riddlesberger underneath. Lewis somehow gets it to go. He has 19, 71-43 with 3:54 to go. And Coach Brian Gentry is going to go a little deeper to the bench, send Steckline and Brooks Bailey to the scores table. Lyson Bailey only has 1 point this half, misses the shot and the rebound. Here's Carson Bennett in transition and a layup, and it's good for Martin, and it's a 31-point game, or 30-point game, 73-43 with 3:35 to go. Martin with his first field goal. He has 5 tonight. 3:24 to go. Be a running clock here from here on out here. With it is Avery Knoll. Knoll with it back up top to Metzger. puts on the floor, almost carries it, drives right side. Now to Jackson Rumford. His reverse layup is good. He has had all last 7 for Scott City. 73-45 here with 3 minutes to go. In the paint now, back up top to Riddlesberger. He'll fire a 3 and he'll bury a 3. He has 11. 76-45 with 2:55 to go. And another 3 and a timeout taken by Coach Trey O'Neill. It's a full timeout. We'll take it as well. Back in a minute. This is Beaver basketball.
Is your dog ungroomed and smelly? Then come on by the new and improved Wagon Wash, located at 501 Jackson Street in Scott City, Kansas. We added on a dog wash for your pet's hygienic needs. There are 6 different modes you can choose from: shampoo, oatmeal conditioner, rinse, odor control, flea and tick, and blow dry. Our facilities are regularly cleaned, and we have a vending machine full of treats for you and your pet. Follow us on Facebook at Wagon Wash Car Wash.
White's Food Liner is located at 1314 South Main Street in Scott City, Kansas. They are open daily from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. Home delivery is available Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. just by calling 620-872-5854. They are a full-service grocery store offering a wide selection of varieties at affordable prices. Sign up today for their mobile app. Look for it in the app Play Store under White's Food Liner. Don't forget to visit today.
76-45. Both teams have cleared their bench a little bit here. 2:40 to go. Brooks Bailey in for the first time. The 5'10 sophomore averages 2 points of varsity. Now, Brendan Bailey, but he gets it stripped, and a layup is no good for him at Gaskell. 2 free throws coming here with 2:33 to go in the running clock. So Brendan Bailey is making his debut on the varsity, the junior. Team foul number 9 on Scott City. That'll be on Bailey, his first. That's Brendan Bailey. And 2 free throws coming up for Gaskell once again. He has not missed from the line in the fourth quarter, and he continues that trend. It's 77-43 as we approach 2 minutes to go. It's a running clock here, 77-45, excuse me. Scott City has scored 11 points in this fourth quarter. Hugoton has scored 21 and now 22, 78-45. 15 for the 6'3 junior as he will exit. Back in is Isaiah Harris. Eloy Ruelas, Camden Vogelmore, Brendan Bailey, Sage Steckline, and Brooks Bailey in for Scott City here with a minute 34 to go. Almost stolen up top here by Griffin Hager. That'll burn some more time off the clock. Been a while since Scott City's given up 70-plus points like this in a game. This is a very good Hugoton team, and Scott City played well at times, and there's going to be a push. That'll be on Alex Jimenez, his first. Team's 10th double bonus here with 70 seconds to go, and we will see Eloy Ruelas to line where he's 2 of 5 in varsity this year, averaging just under 2 a game. Final minute of this one. First of 2 is good. 78-46, 54 seconds to go. Scott City will drop to 500 at 4-4. Hugoton will be at 5-2. Right now, as it stands, Scott City will be kind of in that middle of the 3 or 4 seed, or 4 or 5 seed, excuse me, for the Sterling Invitational. As that second free throw missed, rebound, and then a shot up and in. Isaiah Harris with 8, and it's 80-46 with 26 seconds to go. Here's Sage Steckline with it. Hands it off to Camden Vogelmore. Vogelmore with it. Now left side. Here's Brendan Bailey, and he is fouled by Griffin Hager. So Brendan Bailey will have an opportunity at some points here. With 11 seconds to go, they'll stop the clock momentarily here for the free throws. 11.7 seconds to go, 80-46. This is a 44-19 run in the second half for Hugoton. Brendan Bailey leaves the first free throw short. Scott City will have Holcomb come to town next week. That'll be a tough game. Holcomb played Colby to within 4 points last night. Brendan Bailey missed them both. Camden Vogelmore, a nice hustle rebound. And here's Sage Steckline, too strong on the 2. And the rebound to Hugoton, and they will dribble this one out. 80-46. Hugoton wins this one as They put the rat on in the second half. Scott City 4-4 on the year. Hugoton now 5-2. Your post-game show to begin after this 3-minute timeout. This is Scott City Beaver basketball. 3-minute timeout. This is Scott City Beaver basketball.